Killer Queen Rach, you cheeky little devil. Oh my god. What is going on there? We've frozen. It's been a while since we've done a freeze. Oh my lordy. Well, hello. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. It's been a long time since this happened. I am snoozing at the doodad. At the doodad. Wow. It's been a long time since I've had a cave of this. No, not having that. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a whole thing. Let's try that. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Interesting, friends. Bear with me. We have no camera. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It seems you're fucking with me again. You little git, you've got my camera fucked. If only you could be slightly unfucked. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't fuck with my stuff, you hairy butt. We got the sound of Valen. Woo! Well, we fixed it. We fixed it, friends. Okay, that's going to be interesting. There's another bit of technology I need to replace. Ah, the never-ending expense of technology, eh? Eh? Friends! We're up for Killer Queen Rach. Killer Queen Rach coming in with a prime, you cheeky little devil. How many months was it for? How many months was it for, you cheeky little devil? Coming in for the 33 months. And also Razotta, you god. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Gosh darn it.
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
And Shaden Sunshine giving us up to tech issues are depressing. They certainly are. Both of those names are inscribed on the Mirror of Fame, which means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and you, God, I look rough. Well, god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harra, sexy, oh yes, meow, you know? Yeah, no, you cheeky little devils, you. Good lord. There we are. How are we doing, friends? How's it going? Now you can see my face and not just listen to my dulcet and sultry tones. How you doing, Pastor Van? How's it going, Razotta? Hello, Eris Ptolemy. Gummy worm commercial. You had a gummy worm commercial? A commercial for gummy worms? That is not what I was expecting, I have to say. Not what I was expecting by any stretch of the imagination. Giles, how you doing, you beautiful bean? How's it going? Hope everyone is well and had a good weekend. Possibly I had a great weekend, thank you very much. Busy, but great. But great, apart from Sunday. Sunday I was hanging out my asshole. I was very, very, very hungover on Sunday. Very hungover on Sunday. That's what I get for going to a show and then going out after the show. You know. Oh, not as young as I used to be. Can't mix those drinks like I used to. Jesus Christ. How you doing, Giles? How's it going, Zooty Booty, you cheeky little devils? Dabba Cogsworth, hello, you beautiful bean. How you doing, you cheeky devil? How's your blanket coming? Is it a blanket? Yeah, you were crocheting a big blanket, weren't you? I can't remember if you finished it or not, though. Internet crashed. Oh, no. Boo, boo and his. Yeah, Wonder Gribble, how you doing? Noman Looney. You cheeky little devil coming in for the 2 months. How you doing, you beautiful bean? If I've got I might have to do that myself. That's all right. Bloody heavy lifting. Heavy lifting. Norman Looney, I should now grab your name on the Mirror Vein. Where my my handwriting gets really shit because I'm getting further and further to the bottom of the mirror, and I'm more like, good lord.
Subscribe.
Razotte, you cheeky devil, giving us up to Dabber Cogsworth as well. All these names inscribed upon the mirror vein. By having your names upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils, and of course you get access to all the sexual emotes with the most important thing. The most important thing.
Subscribe. Most kind.
Rach, thank you very much for giving us up to baby gays. We met a lot of baby gays on Saturday night. Well, Sunday morning, technically speaking. Thank you very much. Gosh darn it. By having your names on the mirror vein, you mean to get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes with the most important thing. The most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? Yeah, no, you cheeky little devils, you. I'm just gonna put that on the chair for a minute. I fucking knew it.
Most kind.
I fucking knew it. Good lord. Good lord. Norman Looney. How you doing? How's it going? God, do I look rough? Exactly. Dabber Cogsworth, thank you so much for giving that sub out to the community. I will not call them out because I haven't recognized that person from the chat just yet, but I haven't said hello to everybody, so they might well be here. They might well be here in the chat. Well, I don't know that name. Maybe a new person? Maybe a lurker? Who knows? Maybe it'd be somebody that has changed their name. That's also a possibility. But having their name upon the mirror vein means to get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes with the most important thing. The most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, do I look rough? But god damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? Yeah, cheeky devils. My lordy. Friends, it's a bloody Monday. It's a bloody Monday. I couldn't put It's a Bloody Monday on my stream title. I did want to put It's a Bloody Monday, but I couldn't do that because I can't use the word bloody. That's rude, you know. How you doing? I'm One True Cripple. Have you moved in yet? Have you moved into your new place yet? I can't remember whether it's like it's in the near future or whether you've already done it or not. You know. My watch streak has reset. I did an extra stream on Thursday. And there was a stream I did on Tuesday night. I don't know whether that might be the reason why. Or it could just be Twitch being twitchy. Could just be Twitch being twitchy, you know? Personal Snapchat. This is what you said. I was asking whether you'd already moved in or not to your new place with your partner. How's it going, Alex? How you doing? You had a very busy morning on your end. I hope it was a productive morning at the very least, even if it was busy. No, random Panda Express ad. Not really eaten yet, so not lunch anyway. Panda Express. I don't even know that company. Don't even know that company.
Poke.
Don't you poke it. Don't you poke. Just a moment. What have we talked about this? Talked about this. Don't poke it. Don't be poking it, all right? If we poke it, it'll get bigger. And if it gets bigger, it might explode. And nobody wants that. Get train juice all over the place. All right? Gooey train juice all over the place. Don't forget to consume flesh, excuse me, and drink coffee, take meds, shower, whatever it is you need to help for mind for. Exactly. The consuming flesh bit, I can consume the flesh of tea. Yes. Yes, Molback, how you doing? Is that the first time you've seen that intro? That intro will be changing at some point in the next year because I've had it for a very, very long time. Not that it's a bad intro, just that I need to change it. You know, I've had it for too long. That one too, yeah. Chased and netted at least 10 baby fish this morning out of my guppy and Endler tank. That sounds great. Can you not just leave them in? I mean, the other fish will eat them. And if they don't eat them, then you got more fish. Fucking sweet, you know? What's the problem? What's the problem, right? Me sleeping on the job? How very dare you? I would never. JM Beard, how you doing? Cheeky Devil, heard my name shouted. Now there's a problem. There was definitely a problem. I was gonna start by doing your Prime sub, Rach, but of course there was an issue with my camera. I'm not entirely sure what the issue was. I think some of my technology is on its way out, which is problematic. But I'll deal with it. I'll find a way to deal with it somehow, some way, shape, or form. Right? Pull it out and put it back in again. That's exactly what I did. That is exactly what I did. Pulled it out, pulled it back in again, pulled it out again. Didn't work that way, so now it's plugged in up here. But I've been meaning to change the cam link because I fucking hate cam links. What I really need is I need like a proper like capture card for my camera directly. But the cam link has survived me for a very, very long time, but it has had many issues. many issues. So yeah, I need like a proper capture card. But anyway, I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. I'll do the thing. Ha! You see what I did there, friends? I managed to distract you long enough that you did not escalate the hype train, you cheeky little devils. You didn't escalate the hype train. Yeah, that's right, you cheeky devils. Friends, can I get some hype train emotes in the chat saying a massive thank you to all those people that subbed, that gifted sub, that put all those biddies out there? That's very fucking kind of you, friends. It's a bloody Monday. It's a bloody Monday, and I haven't even been live 20 minutes. What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? However, did manage to distract you. Ha 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 ha. Take that. You know? How's it going? Hey, Alexander Griffin. How you doing, you beautiful individual? Gonna do a couple of little shout outs. People go check out the Pasta Van. The Pasta Van did an impression of me recently. It was a great impression. I liked it. It was good fun. It was good fun. Go check them out. We've got a very good and interesting wardrobe as well. Good and interesting wardrobe. And also go check out my dear friend, Hey Alexander Griffin, who's not wearing latex, contrary to what this photograph would say. You doing some Civilization, Alexandra? How okay, that was a game that I wasn't expecting. That was a game that I wasn't expecting. You play a lot of story games, lots and lots of games with good and interesting stories and cutesy bits and pieces, and you played Civilization. Interesting. How did you find Civilization? Chat voted on it. Okay, how did you find it? No worries, Wonder Cribble. Pull it out and put it back in again. You know the way. That's sometimes not Norman Looney. Sometimes pull it out, spit on it, and put it back in again. You know how it works. You know how these things go. You know. What's up at it's 3 a.m. 3 a.m. where you are, Pastor Van? Dear Lord, what are you doing still up? Are you not snoozy yet, or are you a nocturnal individual? You know what I mean? Coming at you live from the void. Exactly right. Exactly. God damn it, Razotta. How you doing, buddy? How's it going? Zooty Booty, hello, you cheeky devil. Jeevening Star, how you doing? Is it Jeevening or is it J-Evening? Please let me know. Please let me know. I'm sure you've probably told me potentially in the past, but I can't remember. I can't remember. How you doing, Shade and Sunshine? Hello, you cheeky devil. I'm going to pay more attention to the grr, rah. Yeah. It goes... I can't even remember it. I get so into it. God, do I look rough, but goddamn, do I look rough, look good. Ooh, hrr, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. That's the one. I'm sure somebody's typed it out somewhere. Same bit too much with wine on Saturday night. I had lagers because the theater we were in didn't sell anything but gin and lagers. So I had lagers, and then I had vodka, and then shots were involved. Really weird fucking shots as well. It was bad times. Bad times. How you doing, Robblehead? Actually, it wasn't bad times. It was fucking great times. Bad times the morning afterwards. Bad times the morning afterwards when I was just dead to my fucking... dead to the nines, as it were. I'm stressy. Only like 6 hours into this semester between the random as fuck First Amendment training course and the quiz taking me 18 tries to take. I need like 600 naps. I'll go take some naps. Go take some naps. Very itchy face today. Go take some naps. As much as I appreciate you being here, Aristotle, if it's more important that you have a little snooze, go have a little snooze. You've popped in. You've got your streak. All right. Go have a little snooze. Go have a little snooze. Cheeky devil. Not finished it yet? Oh, right. Okay. Do you know how long it'll take you to finish it, Dapper Cogsworth? Are we talking like a couple of weeks? Are we talking like a couple of hours? What are we at? Where are we at? Suffering a big tooth abscess. Ooh, otherwise good. Gargle vodka. Most people say salt water, but vodka does exactly the same thing. Kills off fucking everything, does vodka. Kills off fucking everything. How do you use that hand when near the bottom, you say? I mean, look. Actually, that's a little bit easier, but anyway. Dabagogs, thank you very much for thanking Razor there. Appreciate that. Listen to Alan is far too away to give you birthday spankings. I am far too far away. That is true. That is very, very true. Unfortunately, I've got the breadboard right there, though. It's ready. Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting. Yeah, that's fair, H. That is fair. We'll get onto those stories in a minute, I'm sure. I am sure we'll get onto all the stories. Fuck it up. It was a wild weekend, friend. It was a wild fucking weekend. Don't want him near my bottom. Maybe his hand's gonna shake that far down. Look, sometimes you just have a little bit of a twitch. I'm very good with the wrist action. All right, Pastor Van. Very good with the wrist action. Has to be done. You know. Personal Snapchat, yeah. It's not a bum Snapchat though. Okay, god damn it. I don't post enough on the Snapchat at all. I'm so busy doing a million other fucking things that I completely forget to post on the Snapchat. Every so often you'll get like a really interesting story off me, but usually I'm too busy doing things. You know what I mean? Wasn't allowed to put cream pie in the title, but I could use creme pie. Oh, I would take creme pie. Little creme pie. Twitch do be twitchy. It certainly does sometimes. And more as time goes on. Bless you, darling. How you doing? For some reason, I'm reading your name in a very like Southern Texan. Bless you, darling. That's where my brain's gone. Bless you, darling. Hello, I flunked my accounting exam today, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Too fucking right. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a bad experience. All right? You can have experiences that are fucking shitty. But in regards to every experience you have in your life, no matter how good or bad, is an experience you learn from. And therefore, you have learned from the things that you have learned today, all those little bits and pieces. You know kind of what to expect with the exam now. Next time you go in for it, bless you, darling, you'll be less stressed. You'll be less anxious about it because you kind of know what's coming. You'll already have certain things in your head, you know? So you already you're setting yourself up for the next one. All right? Yeah, you flunked it. Fair enough. You didn't do as well as you would like to have done, but you're ready for the next one. You're ready for the next one, you know? She's moving this week. I'm checking with my current place to see what it would cost to break my lease. Okay. Yeah, because that could be... Yeah, I can imagine that could be quite problematic. I hope it all goes smoothly, One True Cripple. Panda gives me heartburn. Oh, my lordy. I mean, I can't say I've eaten a panda before, but fair enough. Panda Express is the Taco Bell of Asian foods, except worse. Okay. I mean, I've never had a Taco Bell. Never mind a Panda Express, but I've never had a Taco Bell, so I'm not sure what to expect. Panda, that makes JM Beard's comment about heartburn a lot more understandable. I thought you'd just eaten panda. I was like, well, you know, I was in a place and they were serving panda, and I thought, fuck it, why not? No judgment by any stretch of imagination, you know what I mean? Panda Express is fast food Chinese restaurant famous for its orange chicken. As in flavored orange? Fast food, not good food. Okay, all right, okay. Fast food restaurant, yeah. Is it orange flavored or does it just look orange? With American cuisine, I can't guarantee that it's going to be either way. It could literally be that they've flavored it with loads of citrusy foods, or it could literally be that it is neon fucking orange. Either could apply in this scenario, you know? Yeah, now. Those photos do be semi-old. Those photos are real fucking old, Eris told me. You can tell because my forehead's about an inch bigger. True, you know? Carved out of a potato. This camera's, it's a good camera. It's not the camera that's the problem. It's the connection between the camera and the laptop. The massive fucking industrial sized computer I've got here. That's the problem. The real issue going on there. Unexpected expenses are a lot of fun. My partner's car water pump sprung a leak today, and the mechanic says it has to be replaced. That's quite a lot. Yes, it is. I know, because my car did that a little while ago, and I had to replace my fucking water pump. And hilariously, that's not fixed the problem. I thought it was the water pump that was causing the overheating in the car, and it wasn't. And the actual overheating in the car situation is going to cost a fuck ton more than that. So instead, I'm getting a new car potentially on Thursday. Fuck my life. Fortunately, I'm buying it off a friend who's just like, I don't want it anymore. You can just have it for cheap. It's fine. It's all right. I need to drive it to the MOT garage. An MOT garage I've never used before, but if they can give me like the bit of paper saying that it's road safe, then that covers it, you know. And then I need to organize meeting up with my friend to transfer monies and whatnot. Okay, cool. Chatting to the mods. Yeah, unexpected expenses. I have a lot of them. Lego with Fonzie. How you doing? Welcome on in. Just swinging through, by all means. Swing along. But I have to ask, what kind of swinging? Are we talking playground swings? Are we talking sex swings? Are we talking Tarzan swings? Or are we talking swinging clubs? These are the questions. These are the questions we have. And you know what? All of the above are appropriate for this community. You know, as long as they're not all necessarily together at the same time. Potentially, you know? At least if there's all together at the same time, make sure they're not in a playground. Hence the first swing. You know? Just covering my back here before somebody clips me out of context. 15 minutes in, Paul Valen is already 10 minutes behind chat. Oh, yeah, God, yeah. Absolutely. It happens every fucking time. Bit sad my friend came to visit over the weekend and she left this morning and now I'm a little sad. That's completely understandable. Completely understandable. You have good times with friends. Is it a friend that you don't get to see very often as well, Alexandra? Is it like a long distance friend that you don't get to see very often? In which case, it's good that you're sad. And I don't mean that in the regards that I want you to be sad, but it really
subscribe.
Bits, you cheeky devil. What are we going to call our second baby? Bits? It's good that you're sad because being sad proves how much you care about them. See? All things in context. Being sad about something or somebody, missing them, grieving over their departure, just proves how much they meant to you. And I can only encourage this, you know? Bits! By having your name upon the mirror vein means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a button Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course you get access to all those sexy little emotes, but the most important thing, as well you know, after 18 months, you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy, ooh, yes, meow, you know? You cheeky little devil, you. You cheeky little devil. And I thought you might like my shiny red shirt. I do very much like your shiny red shirt, Pastor Van. I have got one similar, not the same, but similar upstairs. And I was like, ooh, it's nice that. It's also Pastor Van's birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pastor Van. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Pastor Van, you cheeky little devil, you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope there's many indulgences happening in your shiny red shirt, you cheeky little devil, all right. Interesting wardrobe? Yeah, love a good interesting wardrobe. Norman Looney, your wardrobe is also very interesting. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Very much so. Cuddle puddle? No cuddle puddles here. We have the snuggle pile. We have the snuggle pile, ! Join the pile. If you want to join the pile, you're welcome to do so. We don't have a puddle of human beings. We have a puddle after the human beings. Just saying. Yeah, now. That's right. There we go. There you go. You see? Changed my van recently. Getting the latex shine out of the seats was a nightmare. Oh god, yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Do you not like put seat covers on? I would like, if I was going to be wearing a lot of latex, then I would definitely be wearing seat covers. Just in fact, when I used to wear a lot of latex, when I did all of like the Skin 2 events and stuff back in the day, I would put towels down. I put towels down to make sure that I caught everything, you know? It's so cool. I'm still figuring it out, so definitely want to play some more. Okay, interesting. Fair. Touche. It's not a game with it not having a massive storyline. It's always a surprise to me. But fuck it, if you enjoy it, that's what really matters. That's what really matters, all right? Pull it out, spit on it like a Nintendo cartridge. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I used to get real slavery with my Sega Mega Drive. And ease it back in, you know? Ease it back in. God, I would hope it isn't 3 a.m. where Van is. I would lose my mind and be struggling even more because he's in my time zone too. Amazing. It's always quiet, you know, exactly. Do you know what, Malback? Hilariously, there has been a, at the end of the subscriber spiel for so long that when I don't say it, people are like, what? Where's the Where's the where's the Hold on a minute. J Evening. No worries. Most people are Jace. No worries. Is it Jace or is it Jazz? All of these questions. No worries, Jace. I'll
60 months. Just 9 more and we can share a momentary, nice together, asterisk sending consensual love. Yours to do with as you like / accept or reject asterisk.
That sounds great. I'm going to rub it deeply into my genitalia crevices later on, Jamja. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your consensual love and give it a good rubbing into me divots. I'll do my best to remember that, Jace. Jamjar Brain coming in for the 60 months. Good lord. I should now grab your name upon the mirror. Vane. By having your name upon the mirror, Vane means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing. Zabadian!
Most kind.
Zabadian! It's a bloody Monday, Zabadian. And the choo-choo's already choo-chooed the fuck out of here. It's already gone. You missed it. What are you doing? What are you doing, Zabadian? 5 tier 2s? You are too fucking kind to me, friend. You are too fucking kind to me. God damn it. Paper Pout, how you doing? Welcome on in, you beautiful bean. Let me inscribe these 5 tier 2s. In fact, you know what? Jamja. By having your name upon the mirror of Vane means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not about Snapchat, of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. And now I'll do the tier 2s. If you've been gifted a tier 2, please say a massive thank you to Zabadian there. Second one. Third one. Ooh. Fourth one. Oh, Paper Pout, you said hello, so I can say that you go on there. And the last one. By having your names on the mirror of any means, you get access to my personal Snapchat. Again, not a bum Snapchat. You also get access to all the sexy little emotes, including the tier 2 Pokemon emotes with my face on them. And the most important thing is you've got to roll over and go, God, I wish I was someone else. Just so I could look at me. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? Didn't realize it was a tier 2. That's right, Paper Pout. You get access to all of those little Pokemons with my face on them. That was, Mr. Mime's a little bit small, but trust me, it's my face. My face on that bloody Mr. Mime. It's outrageous, all right?
Subscribed. Most kind.
Rage giving us up to cream filling. Because we do love a cream filling, don't we, friends? We do love a cream filling. Just tops off the night, you know? Whoop. Cream filling. By having your name on the mirror of any means you get access to my personal Snapchat and all button Snapchat. Of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But god damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes. Cream filling, meow. You know? Said like jazz? Perfect. Perfect. You see, this is the thing. I know people called Jasmine, and they also spell it like that.
Panda to it. Panda to it.
Which celebrity is always ready for ice cream? Reese, with her spoon.
You upset me. You upset me, Zabadian. God damn it. God damn it. Fucking hell. Reese Witherspoon. Fuck. Blood. God damn it. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings, Zabadian. My God. Zerk Jerk, how you doing? Gargle onion milk. Why do that when you can have potato juice in the form of vodka, right? I'll nap eventually, maybe, possibly, I don't know anymore. Feels like a mental nap, but physically want to throw hands every time of day. That's fair. That's understandable. But maybe a little snooze. Maybe put on some like David Attenborough or something. Something that's nice and tender in the background, you know?
This is a public service announcement.
Oh, God.
I would like to announce a huge update. I don't truly know how to say it, but here is goes. Valen and all of chat, you've lost the game.
Stupedia, thank you very much for the 100 little panderings. But I would like to also point out the Dapper Cogsworth. Dapper Cogsworth, look what you've done. You have brought this into my house. And Stupedia has absolutely enabled this shit. Alright? God damn it. I am a child of the 90s. Actually, I'm a child of the 80s. But that's not the point. I grew up in the 90s. That shit is harrowing to me. Like, people, like, you've got to understand, okay? For those people that are young, for those youths in the audience, that shit is the kind of shit that people would start fights over. People would, like, end up in a nightclub at the end of the night throwing tables at each other because somebody was like, you lost the game. All right? Oh, my giddy aunt. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings, you little shit.
Panda to Mago. Panda to it. Panda to it.
What do you call ice cream you eat in a car? A traffic cone.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Zabadian. Good Lord. Oh, that hurts me. That hurts me. You wound me, sir. You wound me. Good Lord. Masaisha, how you doing? How's it going, people been? Tonight I make a bucket or sun hat. Don't want a definition from the start to finish. 'Tis a challenge. Go forth. Enjoy making the... yeah, I know what you mean. The little bucket hats. Very cool in the 90s. And they're actually making a massive comeback at the moment. I never understood them. I had one when I was a plucky young whippersnapper, but it's not something that I like the look of by any stretch of the imagination. But that's because they don't look good on me. I've met some people that they look really fucking good on. And it always surprises me. It always surprises me. I'm like, oh yeah, fucking hell, there you go. You know, like there's certain bits of, certain outfits, certain items of clothing where you look at it by itself and you're like,
Panda to Mago.
who the fuck would wear
Panda
that?
to it. Panda to it.
On the freeway, a truck spilled its cargo of strawberries, which were then crushed by the cars followed behind. Caused a traffic jam.
What did I do to you, Zabadian? What did I do to wrong you? Did I hurt you in some way? Did I hurt you in some way? Did I wound you? Did I offend your very moral fiber in some way that you would cause me such pain? Ah! Good lord! Zebadian definitely woke up and chose violence today. Absolutely. Woke up and was just like, right, let's fucking go. Thank you so much for the 100 little pandering, Zebadian. Good lord. Oh my lordy. You're on a fucking roll. What was I even saying? I don't even know. That's blanked me. That's blanked my fucking mind now. I'm gone. I'm gone. Oh yeah, bucket hats. That's what I was saying. I was like, you know when you see certain things, certain items of clothing, and you look at it and go, who the fuck would ever wear that? And then certain people put them on, and you're just like, no, that really suits you. It shouldn't. It doesn't deserve to, but it fucking does. It fucking does. And I bet you anything, Masesha, your bucket hat is going to be like that. Isn't it? Isn't it? Very 90s. Very 90s chic. And you're going to make it, and you're going to knock it out of the park, and I'm going to be like, oh.
Panda to it.
A pirate walks into a bar with a ship's helm sticking out the front of his pants. The bartender looks at him and asks, hey, you know you have a wheel sticking out of the front of your pants. Pirate looks at him and says, "Ugh, it's driving me nuts."
Astra! Astra for that! Astra! I was about to have a go at Zebadian Ostropedia, and then you come in with a fucking curveball like that. God damn it. God damn it. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings. Oh my lordy. To be fair with the situation arises, I'm generally a top generally where in the opportunity there would take some birthday spankings for the meme. On board it. On board it. Voice to text on my phone fails me again. That's all right. That's okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I know where you were going with that, right? Interesting, there's a limited number of antibiotics that are incompatible with alcohol. Doctors here don't even warn anymore unless it's one of the specific sort. Historically, it was because the link with syphilis. Yeah, but also, Razotta, the thing about antibiotics and shit like that, there are certain antibiotics that you can't take with alcohol. I used to work in pharmaceuticals. This is the shit that we got taught. There's certain antibiotics you can't take with alcohol because it'll make you like immediately vomit. Like it's completely and utterly, horrifically incompatible, all right? However, the other ones that are compatible still make you drunk quicker. They still come with a warning saying don't drink with alcohol, and the reason why is because it makes you drunk quicker. It lowers your tolerance. Depending on the pill, depending on how much it lowers your tolerance, and it lowers the efficacy, which is the effectiveness of the antibiotic as well, because your system can't combat the poison that is alcohol and everything else at the same time. So it's always advisable that if you're on antibiotics, you don't take antibiotics with alcohol. As much as I'm like, gargle fucking vodka, spit it out afterwards, right? Spit it out afterwards. Came here for chat, ended up learning stuff. Yeah. You can drink with an awful lot of them, but it'll say within the pill, the patient information leaflet.
Panda to it.
What's another name for coming inside a woman? Loading the dishwasher, sorry.
No. Ball back, no. That's where I draw the line. I draw the line at misogyny. I draw the line at misogynistic jokes. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings. I know you were jumping on the bandwagon of dad jokes and stuff like that, but that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. Please do not do any kind of misogynistic, any sexist jokes here. It's not my sense of humor. I don't like it. Okay? Too much. Yes, it was. And I appreciate your apology. I will absolutely take that apology. Now you know where the boundary is. I do not find misogyny funny. I don't find sexism funny. And personally, I believe that the more that we laugh at such things, the more damaging and more acceptable these things become. People turn around and say, oh, it's just comedy. It's just comedy. Yeah, well, bullying is just comedy to the bullies. So that, for me, that is too much. And that's where I draw the line. Okay. Thank you for understanding. If you want to do those jokes with other friends and stuff like that, you can do. But that's where I'm at. That's my line, well and truly firmly put in there. Okay. Came over the chat, ended up learning stuff. Exactly. In the words of Captain Barbosa, the code is more like what you'd call guidelines than actual rules. The interaction level vary, but gurgling vodka should be being an issue with more common antibiotics. I think if you gargle it and spit it out, you'd be all right. Gargle it and spit it out, you'd be okay. From a sociological perspective, I find it interesting how Twitch becomes more twitchy over time, mirroring social shifts. Reminds me of cyclical patterns like the French Revolution.
Hand to it, hand to it.
What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed sandals. Did you hear about the hungry clock? It went back 4 seconds. England doesn't have a kidney bank, but it does have a Liverpool.
This upsets me. This upsets me, Stupedia. Good lord. 3 for the price of 1. Thank you very much for 100 little panderings. Good lord. From a sociological perspective, I find it interesting how Twitch becomes twitchy over time, mirroring societal shifts. This reminds me of cyclical patterns like the French Revolution, followed by failed systems. Here we are. All of these things. More of an observation, not political comment, but it's more of an observation. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that anything that I'm not sure where your perspective comes in there, because Twitch is technological systems. The reason that Twitch gets twitchy is because of the shit that they're fucking around with back end. That's the reason why Twitch gets more twitchy. It's got nothing to do with anything else. You know, it's just other people getting people fiddling around with the technology back end, changing all of the coding and shit like that on certain little things, and they don't realize what connotations that rolls over to. Not entirely sure why that has relevance to stuff, you know. Oh yeah, thank you very much, Jamjar. Yeah, friends, if there are comments in the chat and stuff that I disagree with, let me disagree with them, please. Don't step up. No need to step up. I will deal with it in my own way. And the reason why I'm very, very passionate about that, by the way, friends, I fully understand that you all have your own moral standing. You all have your own dynamic of how you feel about these things. But just be aware that when somebody says something in chat, and it could be something like a joke like that, it could be something that they don't fully understand, like a little while ago we had some people that misunderstood the use of a slur. They didn't realize it was a slur, stuff like that. When they say something and then the entire chat, obviously not in this situation, but like the chat jump in and be like, hey, that's not okay, hey, that's not all right, what the fuck are you doing, hey, that's bang out of order. It makes them feel it could have been like an honest mistake, like Molbeck there. They said a joke that they thought would be funny, and it was too much, you know? That wasn't them trying to be a dick. That was just them not knowing where the boundary was, you know? So if people jump in on them, that's them being like, oh, what the fuck? Like they start getting attacked for a mistake. So I'd rather deal with it myself, let the mods deal with it, than the entire community jumping in on that. Do you know what I mean? No, I get that. I can't give it up, but just in future, just let us deal with it. Let us deal with it, you know. And because I know Molbeck's been part of this community for fucking ages, and they have not had a fucking issue at all by any stretch of imagination. This was evidently a mistake. This was a situation that they thought would be really, really funny, and they crossed a line, and that's okay. That's all right. You're allowed to cross lines. You're allowed to cross lines because exactly what happened there is the perfect situation, you know. They crossed the line. I explained that I'm not okay with that because this is where the line was, and this is the reason why I have the line, and they apologize, and that's it. Done and dusted. We can all move on now. You know what I mean? We can all move on. We're good. One of the worst. That's real shit, Norman Looney. That's real shit. An orange, citrusy, sweet flavored cooked chicken. Interesting. Touched my arm. My arm? Where did I get that from? Touched up my hair color today. Had so much white roots showing. Looked like my forehead had gained another inch. Oh god, that's the worst. That's the worst. I'm getting certainly the salt and pepper look going on for sure.
One bird can't finish an entire bowl of Fruit Loops, but 2 can.
Oh my god, Sebastian. God damn it. God damn it. What you say? You had 2 hours sleep in the past 19? After 19 hours awake, I need something to stay active? Oh my god. You have a snooze. Have a snooze, you cheeky devil. I like the way that that's the way you're choosing to stay active as well. You're just like, right, what dad jokes have I got? Overheating, cylinder head issues. Our old Jag died that way. Oh god, no. Boo and hiss. She lives in the same state, but she's 6-7 hours away. That is a long way away. That is a long way away, Alexandra. In which case, you just take it easy tonight, friend. You take it easy. I know what it's like when you miss people, you know? I know what it's like.
Panda to it.
If the tomato is technically a fruit, does that mean ketchup is a smoothie?
Yes?
Panda to Mago. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Did you hear the story about the haunted lift? It really raised my spirits.
Oh, for fuck's
I'd
sake.
tell you a chemistry joke, but I know I wouldn't get a reaction. A police officer caught 2 kids playing with a firework and a car battery. He charged one and let the other off. Milk is the fastest liquid on earth. It's pasteurized before you even see it.
Yep, pasteurized. It is pasteurized. Honestly, that last bumblefuckery of TTS there has made my fucking day. It is pasteurized. God damn it. Only if cereal is soup. I wouldn't say that cereal's soup, because you don't stew it in there. Do you know what I mean? You don't stew it in. Whereas it upsets me, but the smoothie comment actually makes sense. How do you make an artichoke? You strangle it. Oh, that upsets me. That upsets me even more, Jam Jar. That upsets me. You're so well. Oh, that upsets me. It upsets me hearing my own voice saying those things. Oh, oh God. Oh, that upsets me. Oh, Jesus. Thank you very much for the 300 panderings. Jesus Christ. Right, let me whip down all of you, friends, because I'm so fucking ages. I started the pile ages ago. That's fair. That is fair. I was just reminding people, Rich. You want anything to do with that, right? Always put seat covers on, but it still gets everywhere. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Wearing seat covers or using seat covers. Good question. Yes is the answer to that. Do love a storyline, but the strategy of it all is interesting. Definitely play more and potentially stream it more. Well, and this is here we go, friends. A bit of a free promotion for you. A bit of free promotion for you, because I don't self-promo very often by any stretch of the imagination. But I was resetting the donation goal for this week, because we smashed it last week due to some very, very kind people. And I was like, what could I do as a reward? What could I do as a reward? What could I do as a reward that people have been asking me for a long time? And I've come to the conclusion, friends. There it is. There it is. There's the donation goal, and that's on for the next 20 minutes. Alexander Griffin, show me the dono, and Zabadian doing it with speech. Here it is, friends. Part 5 of the donation goal. We have raised £800 of my £2,100 price tag to get a new boiler for the thingy, and we're doing it in £200 increments. So every £200. I do some kind of reward thing. For example, this Thursday, I'll be doing a stream. I'm not streaming on Wednesday because I've got a gig. But on Thursday, I'll be doing a stream at 7 p.m. BST, which is a Bob Ross stream. Which is we're going to be following the paintings of Bob Ross in a slightly different context. We do it a little bit different. We do it just a little bit different to the way I was going to release the VOD of the last time we did it, but I decided not to. because I want it to be a bit of a surprise when we do it on Thursday. All right. So, didn't I have a gig last weekend? I've had a lot of gigs over the summer, which has been great. I love having gigs. Gigs is great. 2 weeks ago, I had a gig on Wednesday, and that is like a festival that's running throughout the entirety of the summer. That is doing another show this Wednesday. So I'm not streaming on Wednesday, but I am streaming on Thursday. Thursday, 7 p.m. BST, here, twitch.tv/ValenVein, where we're going to be doing a Bob Ross painting. Anyway, that was achieved last week.
Hand to it.
Bob Ross used to say, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Lovely man, terrible driving instructor.
Wow. Wow. God, that did get me. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. As I was saying, we have got our next one, our next £200 goal. So the last one was done. That's why we're doing a Bob Ross stream. This one, once we hit this £200 goal, we will be booking in a stream that I know a lot of people in the community have been asking for a very long time, which is to see me play Stardew Valley. Lots and lots and lots of people over the 6 years that I have been streaming have asked me whether I would ever play Stardew Valley. And I thought, do you know what? People have been asking about it for so long, I could do a Stardew Valley stream. All right. So, at the end of this £200, once we've finished this £200 donation goal, I will be doing a Stardew Valley stream where we'll see how we get on with Stardew Valley. Okay, there we go. That's the whole thing. There you go. That's the dynamic. That's the dynamic. I also want to take a moment to say a massive thank you to all of those people that have already donated towards my my new boiler fund, helping me stay warm in the winter, because I'm going to need to get it replaced sometime before the winter. So thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. You are very, very kind, and I am extremely humbled that you would spend your hard-earned money in donating to me to help me survive through the winter, you beautiful beings. I really, really appreciate it. Cool. You don't know what you were expecting, but that wasn't it. Yeah. Well, yeah. A lot of people have talked about me doing Stardew before, so I thought, do you know what? Let's do it. Let's do the thing. Let's do the cutesy Stardew Valley thing that people like. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Let me whip down. How's it going, J2? Hello, you beautiful being. How you doing? Welcome on in. Paper Pout, you beautiful being. Thank you so much for thanking Zabadi and Paper Pout. I really appreciate it. Popped in just to see for the sexy daddy growl. Chandria, you cheeky devil. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Sometimes a rage-motivated cream filling is so good. Sometimes it is. That is very, very true. Have you played Baldur's Gate? Do people tell you have the Astarian? They do. They do indeed, Paper Pout. I don't even know if you're still here, Paper Pout, but they do indeed tell me I've got Astarian energy. I have played a bit of Baldur's Gate. My issue with Baldur's Gate is the fact that it's so fucking long. And I get bored very, very easily. But also the community like things. So long as the community are happy to continue watching something, then I'm happy to continue playing it. You know, but things were getting a little bit like, I think a lot of people were playing Baldur's Gate at the time.
Berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Berries and cream. Berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
I'm also a little lad that loves berries and cream. Love cream all over my berries. I mean, what? Yes, Paper Bout. I have played Baldur's Gate 3. I played it like at the tail end of the big hype of it when everyone was playing it. Everyone was having a really, really good time. And we played it with a hedonistic dynamic. So we played it with everything needs to be played around whether it's the most pleasurable or not. Because everyone had played all these different varieties of things, like the good path, the bad path, the chaotic path, etc. And I was like, right. Right then, we're going to do a hedonistic thing where every single choice depends on how indulgent it is, how pleasurable it is. It was good fun. A pleasure run was fun to see how it all went down. Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed doing it. And maybe we'll revisit it sometime. If people want to see more Baldur's Gate stuff, then we could definitely go back and see where we're at and stuff like that. But yeah, there's also a part of me that, like, the issue is just how much fucking time it would take. But I would love to be able, maybe at some point when I can like afford an editor and stuff like that, to do like a nudist hedonistic run, where I, for the Questionable Game Emporium, where I play Baldur's Gate 3 and do it like act by act, where the entirety of one act is like one video, and it's all just, all of the characters are naked and every single choice is what is the most pleasurable, and just run the entire fucking thing. I feel like that would be a highly entertaining run, to say the least, but it would just take so much time and energy and effort, and all the editing that would need to be done as well. Just an awful lot. Good night, you. Take it easy, Zabadi, and thank you so much, you beautiful bean. Thank you so much for popping in and spending all of those little bitties, even if they did make my entire soul crumble a little bit. You cheeky little shit. Thank you so much. And of course, the gift subs as well, you cheeky devil. You're so fucking kind to me. I really appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you, beautiful bean. Right, I'm going to whip down a wee bit, friends, because I am so fucking far behind. And then roll up a little bit. Oh my god, what the fuck have you clipped? Scroll up a wee bit. Botanically, a tomato is a fruit, specifically. Yeah, a berry. Yeah. So it would technically be a smoothie, yeah. Which ketchup is a smoothie. That's disturbing as shit. Does that mean... That's made me just realize that mayonnaise and meringue are like cousins. Yeah, mayonnaise and meringue are cousins. Jesus Christ. That's a whole choice. That's a whole choice. How's it going, Pixie Guy Games? How you doing? Friends, if I've missed something in chat, please by all means copy and paste it into chat. I've scrolled right the way down to the bottom and scrolled up a wee bit so that I'm less behind than I was. But if I've missed something vitally important, please by all means just copy and paste it in chat. We're good. According to the reasons my kids can't eat things, cereal with milk is soup because it's wet and he can't eat wet food. I can't eat cereal. Like, I used to be able to when I was a plucky young whippersnapper, but I can't eat, like, food. I can't eat cereal unless there's milk. That ain't a thing. That ain't a thing, you know? Ugh. Want to know about my priestly sexuality? Too bad! It's none of your business. Oh my god. Dear Lord. Did you have a gig last weekend? So the weekend that's just passed, I did not have a gig. I went to see a show without being in it.
I just watched an Australian cooking show and the audience cheered when the chef made meringue. I was surprised. Usually Australians boo meringue.
When you going to bed? I thought you were going to bed. I thought you were going to bed. Good Lord. I thought you were going to bed. Go to bed. Fucking. Don't you 10 out of 10. Don't encourage this behavior. Look what you're doing. I'm going now. Fucking hell, Zabadian. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings, you shit. Oh my god. The worst. The bloody worst, I tell you. And yeah, I did not have a gig the weekend that's just passed, Alexandra. The weekend that's just passed, I went to support Killer Queen Rach. Rach was the producer of a cabaret show that was part of like a big festival in a place called Nesborough, which is a town in the arse end of fucking nowhere. And me and my friends that went down together, we played the game of how many people are going to give us dirty looks for being alternative fucks. And lots of people. Lots and lots of people. It's very much middle-class white people. Middle-class white people. In fact, to be honest with you, they gave everyone in the audience dirty looks because everyone in the audience was like a little bit alternative or a little bit different in some way, shape, or form. So walking through that town was just like people like when we went into a Sainsbury's, went into like a supermarket.
It's flee, flee.
Oh my lordy. Well, before we talk about that, ladies and gentlemen and all gents, I'm Dream delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine who did they think they are? Good lord, it's Blaze Winterborn coming in here. Blaze Winterborn, you cheeky little devil. Blazers of the Lost Ark. Oh my Gideon, I have had so many dad jokes and puns today. And you come in with Blazers of the Lost Ark. Good lord. Hope the Raiders aren't stuck in ads. Oh, they might be. All you beautiful people. I'll say hi to you after the ads are done as well. But I know that you won't be, Blaze, because you got a subscription. But still. You doing some Fall Guys today? What kind of Fall Guys were you doing? What kind of Fall Guys are you doing? Jesus Christ, Valen, you know what Fall Guys is. Did you win? Blaze? Did you have a wonderful time? I didn't realize you streamed. Now I'm gonna have to go over and click that cheeky vault button. Or do I already follow? Have you done this before? Have I been lulled? Am I having a deja vu moment? I think I might be having a deja vu moment. I am not having a deja vu moment. I didn't realize you streamed. Now I do. Now I'm following you. Shush. Now I'm following you. There we go. Done and done. Friends, go and check out our dear friend Blaze Winterborn. Blaze Winterborn has been a member of this community for fucking ages. They're glorious and spectacular. However, I don't know what they do. Don't know what they do on there. What do you do on there, the Blaze Winterborn? What do you do over there? We're playing some solos, testing my new mic because my old one died a death the other day. What's your new mic? What new things have you? Tell me about the new technology. We've had some tech issues at the beginning of this stream, so tell me about new technology. It excites me a little. It excites me, you know. Thank you so much for bringing your beautiful people in here. I won't do the usual speech until a minute's time when the ads finish because I don't want any of your wonderful community to miss it. But thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you bringing your beautiful folks in here. If you need to disappear off, Blaze, if you need to disappear off and do... You normally do art, your artwork is excellent. Your artwork is amazing because we see it in Discord. You put it in the Discord and it's fucking brilliant. So friends, if you like an artiste extraordinaire... In fact, many of you may already have seen their artwork in the Discord. Then please go over and click that cheeky little button for that wonderful being. We love them very dearly. We love you as a community member. Now we'll get to love you as a streamer as well, which is exciting. And Chris Zink, thank you so much for thanking Zabadi in there. I appreciate that. I know Zabadian's dipped off to bed, but I appreciate you thanking them. Only 12 quid headset mic, but my old one was a $5, so it's like a massive improvement. That's fair. That is fair. Audio is the most important thing on streams. Audio is the most important thing on streams. In fact, audio is the most important thing in all content creation. So if friends, if you are a streamer or you're thinking about being a streamer or what have you, like, where do I put my money? Invest in good audio. All right? Whether it be improving from a £5 headset to a £12 headset is one thing. But if you're like, oh my God, I've got some money and I want to invest in my streaming, invest in audio first. You can have a shit camera and people will be able to tolerate it. If you have shit audio, people will struggle with it. You know? To all you beautiful raiders that now hopefully won't be caught up in the adverts, two things you need to know about this channel. One, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. Two, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard and don't be corrupting the ears of the young. It's not what I'm about. No, you cheeky little devils. You cheeky little devils, you. Yes, I didn't have a gig last weekend. I went to see, as I was just saying when you beautiful raiders came in, this past weekend that has just passed, I went to see Killer Queen Rach, KQ Rach, who's in the chat. I went to see her show. She was putting on a show in this little town, this little British town, part of a bigger like arts festival type thing, and I really enjoyed it. Really, really good show. Some interesting acts that I wasn't quite expecting, and then some ones that I know very, very well and fucking blew it out the fucking water. Absolutely blew it out the water, as they are known to do, because they're just fucking good. There were some... Rach, are you here? Are you still here, Rach? Are you listening in the background? You are. Are you cool with me talking about some of the issues that went on in the background? I don't want to say stuff if that's not comfortable. Do you know what I mean? I think most streamers respect the idea of no self-promotion, even if it isn't explicitly stated. I would not comment in respect to myself or post. Oh wait, what? All right. I would not comment in respect to myself or post certain things in other forums if I didn't ask first, or in a lot of cases, if I hadn't already been shouted out a dozen times, despite not being terribly active. I was glad to get a post with my terrible impression in Discord. It almost made me giggle. Yeah, no, I'm cool with, like, I'm glad with like people promoting themselves in the Discord. We have got an entire section in there that's like dedicated to self-promo. But yes, there is. At one stage, Pastor Van, I once had an old YouTube channel from way back in the day that I had an entire video on there called The Unwritten Rules of Streaming. And it talked about no self-promotion. It talked about some of like the general sort of etiquette stuff that nobody tells you about, but like it's cool to go in and display like your artwork in Discords and stuff like that. It's not cool to be like, hey, I'm charging for this thing, that like self-promote in regards to your things. But though we do, like our community, we have a self-promotion section. We have an area where people can put their own streams in there and talk about like them going live and shit like that, or talk about their Etsy store, or talk about whatever it is that they're like. If you are a maker or a crafter or something like that, then we're cool with that, as long as it's in the right area and stuff like that. But yeah, there's an awful lot of places that is not tolerated at all, which is why when people do come into this community and self-promo in some way, shape or form, I try and be very understanding about it, because I know that they're just trying to get themselves, like, get off the thingy. But what they don't realize is it's actually more damning than anything else. If a streamer came in here, some brand new person came in and was like, by the way, guys, I also stream. You should come check me out at some time. I wouldn't be a dick about it. I'd be like, look, what you're doing is considered like rude. It's considered poor etiquette. These are the reasons why. And what you're going to find is the more that you do that, the more that people are going to avoid your stream, because of the fact that you're self-promoting. The atmosphere, the dynamic of Twitch isn't like that. I try and give them that sort of benefit of the doubt while educating them, you know? But yeah, there's a fair few things that are never talked about, but everyone's just sort of expected to know, and it's kind of like, that's really fucking shit. That's really fucking shit if people are just expected to know these things, you know? You're having me talk about everything. Yeah, thank you very much, Rach. Yeah, there were some issues with the theater. Where for some unknown reason, despite the fact that the cabaret had been publicized for weeks, for months, it had been publicized, The theatre were not happy at all with the fact that there was a cabaret happening in there. They were particularly snobbish about it. Apart from one of them, there was one lady behind the bar. Who was fucking delightful. She was absolutely... It's a community theatre run by volunteers. Most of the board are over 70, and it showed... Yeah, well, the whole dynamic of the theatre was the fact that all of their technical equipment, all of their tech gear was, like, old. Like, I used shit like that when I was in university. Nearly 20 years ago. In fact, 20 years ago. 2 decades ago, it was old in that theater that I worked in when I was in university. So it is even older now. And the fact that they're still using that gear, I literally sat down on my... Because I'm a fucking theater nerd, friends. So I sat down on my seat and I was like, ooh, what an interesting... They've got the theater masks above the stage. You know, the one that's like a smiley mask and a sad mask? The theater masks above the stage that no theater has anymore because it's so fucking outdated. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, that's the thing. And then I looked around and I looked up and I saw all the lights and I was like, those fucking old school park hands. Are those Fresnels? What? I haven't seen those in decades. And the whole thing, like, has not been, it's a community theater that hasn't been updated in staff or fucking technical equipment. Apart from that one lady who was behind the bar, who was a genuine fucking delight. Who was a blonde lady, and she was the most happy, joyous individual that was there that entire evening. And that says a lot because it was a cabaret crowd and they tend to get real giggly. All right? But she was a fucking delight. Everyone else there... bloody ridiculous. But yeah, it was good. It was good fun. The host was Whiskey Twist, who is always phenomenal. She's always fantastic. Headliner was Lily Snatch Dragon, who did an Ewok routine that will stay in my mind till the end of days. For all of the reasons. In the best way possible. I fucking love Lily Snatch Dragon. We had William Deep, who was pulled in last minute because one of the other performers couldn't perform and was absolutely sensational, as he always is. I'm trying to work out who I wanna highlight. Manly Mannington did another fucking great show. That was really, really cool. Really enjoyed that. Oh, and of course, Mrs. No Overalls. Mrs. No Overall, who came over to obviously knows me and came over to our little collective and was like, "You're that. What's your you're that guy Van Hire." I was like, "Yes, I'm Van Hire." And they were like, Vim, that was you. That's great. Yeah. Who's here with Vim? Are you here with Vim? And then got chased off by Rach. She was absolutely fantastic. Had our entire little collective in fucking tears. She was so entertaining. And then after it all finished, we went for a drink and a dance. And then got in at like 5 a.m. Oh, Jesus. Absolute fucking meerkatting. Like, we were having a dance, having a drink, all shits and giggles, and then just being like, those guys over there are being particularly predatory. There was lots of this, lots of me, literally just like leaning around people and just being like, are you all right? You okay? Yeah? Okay. Dancey. Very much a boogie woogie. Meerkat. Like nobody's fucking business. Nearly got in a fight with a guy who was very, very drunk, but he was being particularly lechy. Like going up to random women and kissing them on the side of the cheek and then trying to make his way around to the front of their face. And I was constantly, both me and Rach were just like, are you all right? You okay? You all right? You good? You all right? All right? And then he grabbed one woman by the back of the neck and guided her over to like a seating area. And I literally just grabbed his arm, moved him out the way and was like, are you okay? Do you want to come back to your friends? Come back to your friends. Are you sure you're all right there? You are? All right, cool. I'm just going to stand here and just make sure that everything's all right. Okay? Good, because this guy's a fucking cunt. He was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I was like, shut the fuck up. All good. And then and then after that, we got that lady back to her fucking friends. Because as I was dealing with that situation, some other guy had swooped in on her friend and Rach was just like dancing in between them. And then after all that happened, another guy came over, grabbed me by the arm and was like, can I have a word? And I was like, sure, what's up? What's going on? And he was having, bless him, I will give absolute fucking credit where credit is due. He was having a fucking moment where he was just like, I just want to ask you a couple of questions. And I was like, all right. And he was like, because you dress this way. And I was like, yes. And he was like, well, my cousin dresses just like that. But like wearing like women's clothes and stuff. And I was like, okay. And he was just like, well, I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, because like his wife is like okay with it so long as he doesn't do it in front of the kids. And like, I want to kind of be there, but I don't know how to be there. Like, how do I deal with that situation? Like, my parents don't know about it. Do I need to tell them? Like, and I was just like, okay, no worries. Like, first, just the fact that you've even asked the question is great. And then just had this little and he was a middle-aged man, and he evidently came from a very like working men's background and was desperately trying to be open-minded about a subject that he had been raised to be closed-minded about. So I ended up sitting with him for a good like 10 minutes and just being like, it's all right, no worries, we'll talk it through, it's great. You got the right person to ask. Yeah, it was very, very sweet. It was very, very sweet, because I have to say, I was on high guard at that point. I was on fucking high guard at that point, and I was like, okay, like, what the fuck? Okay, guys, grab me. And he wants a word. All right, okay, where's this gonna go? All right, okay, no, it's actually going somewhere really adorable. That's great, that's wonderful. Want to know how we teleported? Yeah, because we left at that point. We were like, right, we're gonna go to another club, because previously we'd seen some baby gays, and they were like, you should come to this club. And we were like, yeah, we'll go to the club, sure, why not? So we were like, let's go to that club that the baby gays were at, so we can have a laugh with them. And that guy was like, he was there, sat down, and I was like, right, we're gonna go because we've got another club to go to, but I genuinely wish you the fucking world the best with your cousin, and just be really open-minded. Just try and take everything, ask questions when it's appropriate to ask questions, but also understand that they don't have to give you the answers. Google exists for a reason. Do you know what I mean? They might not be in a position where they're able to answer all of your questions, because they're still on a journey themselves as well. And as much as you are on a journey trying to understand them, they're on a journey trying to understand themselves, you know? And we left that club. We walked down the road to the next club, went into the next club, stood at the bottom of the stairs for about 2 seconds while we were just like, what do you want to drink? Turned around, and that guy that was sat down that asked me about his cousin was at the bar being like, do you want a drink? And we were like, how did you get here? How did you get here so fast? What is this? Who are you? What fey creature are you? Have you transported through the Fey Wilds? What is this? So that was an interesting endeavor. That was a whole scenario. Got a drink off him, but we drank the fucking drinks. So evidently we are now fucking stuck in the Fey Wilds. And the night progressed. It was a young 19-year-old who was celebrating her birthday, but all of her friends had abandoned her, and her boyfriend's best friend that definitely wasn't in love with her was there with her to keep her company. And she was like, all my friends have just left me. All my friends have just left me. And I was like, well, are they shit friends then, aren't they? And then as I was having a conversation with the boyfriend's best friend, he was like, well, she was kissing this woman, and then she was kissing this woman, and then they were all arguing about stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, I see. This wasn't my friends have just left me because they're tired. This was, I've kissed all of my mates and now they're pissed off with me. It was definitely wild. We were definitely very drunk, but somehow the parents of the town. Yeah. And the point where it got a little bit, because I'd already had like 5 or 6 cans of lager before we even went out. So I was already a little bit. I was like, oh, I'm feeling it, you know. Then we went out, had a shitload of vodka, had some tequila rose shots and some strawberry martini shots. And we just kept going, and it was great. And it was like 4 a.m. And there was a point where I openly admit, we'll talk about accountability. This is me taking my fucking accountability, okay? Where a young gentleman walked in with a little mullet and the most magnificent mustache I think I've ever seen. And I'd hit that point of alcoholism where I was of alcohol consumption, where I was like, oh my God, hello, you beautiful individual. And I went out something, and he went, oh, and Rach grabbed my arm and was like, okay, stop now. And I was like, no, fair play. We believe in consent. That's all fine and dandy. And I did turn around afterwards and I was like, hey, buddy, I reached out to touch your mustache and I did not ask first, and I apologize about that. That is entirely my bad. I was so mesmerized by it. I was thinking, and he was like, yeah, it's all right. It's okay. No, appreciate that. And then we made our way. But we are all about accountability, and I did fucking wrong there. I was at that point of alcohol consumption where I was mesmerized and just needed to touch, and that's not okay. So we left shortly after that. And went to try and find cheesy chip wraps, but by that time everywhere had fucking closed. So we moseyed on back. There was a guy that was desperate to take me home as well. Yeah, there was a guy that was desperate to take me home. He was having a right fucking boogie woogie. Getting all up in everyone's business, which was hilarious. Which was absolutely hilarious, because he was kind of like obnoxious. Well, he was obnoxious to everybody else in the club. Everyone else was like, what a fucking obnoxious guy. But we were just looking at him being like, we know what's going on here. You're just a closeted individual who definitely wants to catch somebody's eye. Okay. I see how it is. See what's going on there, right? When did he take the hint? I can't remember. I actually can't remember. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't be desperate to take Valen home? This is a good point. Milky Pork. Also, while we're at it, Milky Pork 30 minutes ago. Well, hello there, you cheeky devil. Who wouldn't be desperate to take me home? I know, you cheeky devil. And of course, waiting all that time for this cheeky little smolder. Oh, god damn. What do you like? Desperate to take me home, especially when I'm smoldering at you. Oh, god damn. Apart from the guy with the mustache, because he was probably a little bit freaked out by me. He looked very sober compared to my very, very drunk. But anyway. Chicken little devils, look at you waiting all this time for my delightful visage up in your business. You know? God damn. Thank you very much for being that patient, Milky Pork. I appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good night. But then I woke up and I was in pain. The hangover was dire. However, by the time I'd actually got back to Hull, because this was a night out in another city. By the time I'd actually got back to Hull, I'd sobered up a little. I definitely got to a point of like, okay, I don't feel like I'm going to be sick everywhere. And I went for tea with the Nibblings. I went to see my little nephews and hung out with them for a bit, which was adorable. Absolutely bloody adorable. It was genuinely really good. It was a good weekend. Good weekend. And a nice way to finish it as well. Nice way to finish it off, you know? You love Stardew Valley. No, it's not your cup of tea, but only suggest it to annoy you. Oh, hey, Lizana, I know an awful lot of people. You are not alone in that by any stretch of the imagination. Everyone loves Stardew Valley. I think I'm going to get really annoyed at the organization element of it, but it could be quite an entertaining watch because I'll just be like, right, fuck this. We're going to the mine. Gonna go do something else now. So it could be quite interesting, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And you saw a guy who teleported again? Yeah, we saw a guy who teleported. It was fucking wild. People do that every so often. Like, what the fuck? Normally, I'm the guy. Normally, people are like, what the fuck? Where did Valen go? You know? But not this time, apparently. Somebody else did it. A pleasure run was fun to see how it all went down. Yeah, if it was Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. Must have been okay. I think it pretty much was, honestly, Paper Pal. It was fucking, yeah, we called him a Rousey. A Rousey Phil Thwizzard. And chat designed him. We went with it all. And there was a few things that I let chat decide on. And a lot of other things I was just like, well, is this pleasurable? Yes. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Let's go. Let's go for sure. The hat is to go with a dress. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, the bucket hat you're making. Dress is for a gift for a friend's birthday. When it's a gift, it's all about what the giftee'd like. Oh, yeah, 100%. She chose the dress, and I'm adding a matching hat that I think goes well with it. Because we're being torched by our communal star. We are indeed being torched by the communal star, Mashesha. And that is fucking adorable. What a beautiful thing to do. What a nice little extra. I like that. I like that. Like that. Very nice. Egg jelly. Egg jelly. Mayonnaise is egg jelly. That makes sense. That makes sense. I like that. I will not believe that about meringue, but it makes sense. They're both egg-based. You know, pretty sure you add sugar to both of them. I don't know how to make. I need to speak to Chunk. Chunk knows how to make mayonnaise and meringue and stuff. How's it going, Pixie Bomb? Hello, you beautiful individual. Mayo and meringue both have egg being whipped. Exactly, that makes sense. Heard that mayo and yogurt being cousins. No, because one's egg-based and one's milk-based, right? Carmine Princess, hello, you cheeky devil. You live in Nesborough? Is exactly as you described. No way, Carmine. No fucking way. That's wild, yeah. Well, I was there. I was there on Saturday. And do you know what? Do you know what I thought was really wild to me? Was the fact that I went, after the show had finished, I got out and we were outside, and as I was waiting for people to come out and join us and what have you, a member of the audience came over to me. In fact, a couple of members of the audience came over to me and were like, excuse me. And I was like, yeah, what's up? And they were just like, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but can I just ask, are you on TikTok? And I was like, yeah, I am. Yeah. And they were like, oh, it's really cool to meet you. Like, I really appreciate it. I love your whimsical facts about Schmecks. And I was like, oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I haven't done TikTok in a while, but I'm glad that you remember me. And they were like, oh no, it's great. It's really, really good. But I saw you and I was like, I knew it was you. And I was just like, it's never like not a weird one. Not like odd weird, not like bad weird by any stretch of imagination, but like when someone recognizes you like from social media and stuff, and they come up and like, excuse me, are you this guy from? I'm just like, yes, I am. Yeah, that's it's an odd one. It's an odd one. It's cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. But it is always like, oh, yeah, shit, yeah. No, people will recognize me from stuff like that, you know? No imposter syndrome. I'm like, It's not like I'm like, oh no, you shouldn't recognize me or anything like that. I'm just like, this is really cool. Odd, but cool. And from what I can tell, no ketchup is not a smoothie, as tomatoes are cooked to concentrate the flavor, while smoothies are not cooked. In addition, ketchup is also typically too thick to drink, especially when smoothies are meant to be more easily drinkable if made right. I don't know about that, Astra. I know plenty of really thick smoothies that are out there. You get some thick smoothies. I also know that some people like to cook up the fruit, like pears and apples and shit, to bring out the richness of the sweetness of the flavors. So I don't know. It makes sense. It all makes sense to me, you know. I thought a game would be a nice way to test the sound levels. Now that I can see if I'm loud enough to be heard over the drum music. Yes, Blaze Winter 100%. 100% for sure. Wise decision, to be honest with you. And you know, Fall Guys is always a good game. Always a good game to play. Nice and easy watching, you know. Of course, when you raid somebody, it's kind of hard to hide your streaming presence. Yeah, honestly, that's why I started raiding. When I was a smaller streamer, and I'm not a big streamer by any stretch of the imagination, but when I was a smaller streamer than I currently am, absolutely, like, I was raiding people because I would like to be noticed as a streamer. And the thing with raids is you nearly never get anybody following. Sometimes you might, but you nearly never get anybody following, like coming over and actually checking them out. This is the reason why I make a big deal out of raids, because I'm like, hey, you should go check these people out. They are kind enough to share their community with me. I would like to publicize them so that they might get 1 or 2 follows. You know, I'm not expecting everybody to go over and leave this stream and go follow them, or pull open a new tab and go follow them, but I would like to think that 1 or 2 people might go over and be like, do you know what, this is my cup of tea, and go and give them a little follow, you know. But now I'm at a point now where I know that because of the size I am, because of the fact that I've got the little purple tick next to my name and shit, that people are less likely to come, like, follow me from a raid. So when I'm raiding now, it's 100% to just go show you to somebody else, to take my community and show you another streamer that I like, you know. If I do get a follow off it, then it's a nice little added bonus, but it's not like, there's no business side of it anymore, because you get to a certain point and it doesn't work like that, you know. With this, when you're a smaller streamer, when you're averaging like under 40 viewers, for example, it's good to always raid over to somebody. My view, and this is me giving my professional opinion, is that if you are raiding with somewhere up to 40 viewers, you should always raid either communities that you know that your community will fit in well with, or raid people that are like the same sort of level as you or slightly lower than you. This is the way that I did it. And then you obviously can do what the fuck you want. It's your stream. If you're a hobbyist streamer, a professional streamer, whatever, it's entirely up to you. When I was averaging like up to 40 viewers, so all the way from fucking 5 and 6 to 40 viewers, I would always find somebody that had similar sort of vibes, that was either around about the same amount of viewers that I had, or with slightly less viewers than I had. And the reason why is because if you're doing this professionally, if you're choosing to do it all professionally and you'll want to become a streamer, etc., which is extremely fucking hard, it's not a bad thing to not be very successful at that, all right? Because it's so fucking hard to do it. Even I, at my stage, I'm still struggling. We always do, because we rely entirely on the community to provide for us, and I don't like asking for things. It's not the person that I am. But you are more likely to be remembered if you are raiding somebody with equal amounts. So if you are doing it, again, from a professional point of view, from an industry professional point of view, it is good to go in. If you've got 40 viewers, for example, and you're like raiding over to somebody else who has 40 viewers, they're like, cool, you've just doubled my numbers. I'm now going to remember that because that person has come in and doubled my numbers. Whereas the And if you're raiding somebody with lower numbers than you, which is the reason why I like to take people over and raid people that have got much lower numbers than us, so that we can just share the community and just give them the loads of numbers for a bit, you know. That's great. The other thing is, if you are every so often, if you want to raid like a bigger streamer, raid somebody who has got twice your numbers. So if you've got 40, raid somebody who's got 80. Because then, you're adding an extra third of the numbers to their stream. And they'll remember shit like that, you know? And they might not be able to ever raid you because of, like, time zones and stuff like that. But this is what I always thought when I was a growing streamer. When I was, like... And I'd like to think that I'm still... hold on. Yeah, I like to share this advice generally, and obviously, as I've just been reminded, there is a point to redeem if people have specific questions in regards to like the industry and stuff like that, because I know that we have a lot of streamers in our community. But yeah, that's what I thought as I was growing up. As I was building now, and I'd like to think that I'm still growing, but when you get to this level, when you get to like your 60s, your 70s and stuff like that, the growing becomes much slower. You get to that 70 level, if you don't have a partner tick, then you might get it till you get the partner tick, and then when the partner tick goes, when you've got the partner tick, things change a little bit, but you grow like much slower with bigger numbers. But when I was getting up to this point, when I was getting up to like the 60s to 70s and stuff like that, that was my mentality. It was like, right, let's be a bit tactical about who I'm raiding. Because if I go in, for example, if I had an average of 40 viewers and I went into somebody who also had 40 viewers, their entire community is like, oh, fucking hell, you've doubled our thingies. This is fucking cool. That's really awesome. Let's see how they are. Oh, look, they're hanging out. They're actually chatting to us. They're talking to us. I'd always like raid out as well, especially when I was like growing and stuff. I would always raid out knowing that I was going to be in their chat for about half an hour so that I could go in and I could be there for a bit. Didn't always happen because of shows and appointments and fuck knows what else. Do you know what I mean? But I would do my absolute best to hang out in that community, just to hang out. Do you know what I mean? Just to be that person, just be like, hey, I'm raiding over, but I'm also hanging out. I'm also part of this community. I'm also here to support the streamer. I'm not just trying to get the attention. Do you know what I mean? That's really important to me. And you'll see it now. Like when I raid over to somebody, I always try and hang out for a bit afterwards. Unless I've got like a meeting or something like that I need to go to. But even then, I will lurk in their chat to give them that extra boost, that extra someone, and I'll usually come back to their stream to come and hang out, because me raiding over isn't me just sharing you all with it. It's also because I want to support that streamer. I want to pop over and be like, hey, I want to support you. Let's see what's going on, you know? Yeah, the non-partner push. Don't ever, friends. Oh my god, if I can give you a bit of advice, if I can give you any bit of advice, never ever push for partner. Don't fucking do it. Don't 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 push. Organic growth, friends. Grow slowly but surely. Because there is something called the partner dip, which is when you hit partner, people leave you. Because they think you've made it. It's like, oh, you've hit partner. Well done. You've made it. Now we don't have to turn up. And it's really fucking shit. It fucking hits hard every time. And it doesn't happen all the time. Some people are really, really good, but you are less likely to get such a massive partner dip if you grow organically. The amount of people I know that have pushed for partner and pushed for partner and pushed for partner and finally got partner and then gone back down to 20 or 30 viewers. And they're like, where the fuck is everybody? And it's like, well, you were pushing for partner, so everyone was there to get you partner. And now that you've got partner, they've gone back to the streams that they normally watch. So please, please, please do not ever push for partner. Just let it grow organically. Let it grow. Let things get to that stage in just by being a good entertainer. Don't be like, right, fucking hell, let's push everybody. Let's go. No, fuck that noise. The worst thing you can do, because all you are doing is setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up to be fucking miserable. I know, I did it. I didn't push for partner. I let it grow organically, but I still had that post-partner dip. I still had I got that purple tick, and then I got a dip, and I was like, am I really that, like, not entertaining? Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought we'd done this shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Well, I grew organically. That was the whole fucking point. What the fuck? Nearly everybody I know that has hit partner has had the post-partner dip. And even now, like, I am on the edge of, like, the partner 75 viewers. And I can tell you now, the streams that I don't get 75 viewers of, I try not to look at it these days, because I used to when I first hit partner. I used to look at every single stream, and every single time I didn't hit 75 viewers, I was like, oh, I failed as a partner. And it's like, no, I haven't. Of course I fucking haven't. That's not the way that the streams work. Do you know what I mean? But that's the reason why, yeah, exactly, Jamja. That's the reason why we had the gimmick of being like, no, we've always got 69 viewers. We've always got 69 viewers. But there is a thing that hits in your head that if you are a partner and you aren't getting 75 viewers, then you are failing as a partner, because you need 75 viewers to hit partner. So you must be failing as a partner. You know? I don't do this very often, but let me have a look at what viewers I've got. There you go, 74. I've got 74 viewers at the moment. 70, and that's just gone down to 72. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, in my mind, I'm like, well, that's not 75. Nowadays, I don't give a fucking shit. I'm just like, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. But it took me a long time to get over that number equals value dynamic. Do you know what I mean? Which I know a lot of you, if you're streamers, you will all have. You will all have in the back of your minds, oh, well, my numbers equal my value. And that's not the fucking case at all. I don't do that shit anymore, because I'm just like, fuck it. I will provide the entertainment. I'll keep an eye on the numbers. I'll keep an eye on the metrics and see where the trends are. Like, if a game is doing particularly fucking bad, then we'll stop playing the game. We've done it 4 or 5 times in the past couple of years where it's just like, okay, nobody actually wants to watch this, so we'll stop playing it. Cool. No issues. No issues. One of the reasons why Date Everything is still going is, first of all, because I love the game, but second of all, because the numbers are doing well. People are enjoying the game, so I'm happy to keep playing it. If the numbers were shit, like if we'd done like 4 weeks of Date Everything and the numbers weren't great, I'd be like, cool, people don't want to watch this, so we'll change the game. End of story. We'll just change the game. No issues. You know? As a result, some people get really upset because stuff like Baldur's Gate, for example, some people wanted to see me play loads and loads and loads of Baldur's Gate, and that's fucking excellent. I'm really, really glad. But if loads of people, if the more of the community don't want to see that, then I have to go with what people want. Do you know what I mean? It's because this is my business. This is my career at the end of the day. Hate when there's discussions about streaming or setups or cameras, and I don't know if I should join the conversation. It can be a giveaway. Pastavan, in this scenario, in this community, you're welcome to join the conversation. I don't mind people talking about their, like, joining a conversation about streaming when I am having the conversation about streaming. Like when I'm engaging in the conversation like this now. You know, we're talking about this at the moment. And people being like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. I raid doing these things. I've never really considered that. When I raid, I always raid friends or something like that. Like, I don't mind, because that's not self-promotion. That's not you being like, hey, everyone should come follow me. And also, it's topical. You know? If somebody came into the community and like wasn't part of the conversation, say we were talking about fucking strawberries, for example, and they came in and were like, oh, yeah. So I played a game about strawberries on my stream last night, and it was really, really fun. That's like, that's on the edge. Do you know what I mean? That's like, you know what you're doing there. You are finding a tenuous link to your stream. Or if they come in and ask a question that's completely out of the blue, just being like, hey, Valen, can I ask you about your mic setup? Because the mics that I'm using at the moment for my stream are a little bit, a bit weird. I'm like, that's a bit off. That's a bit off. If we're talking about streaming anyway, or if somebody like redeems an ask an industry question, we've got a points redeem that is literally ask an industry question. That is like, yeah, fair enough. We'll talk about it. Because you are using your points, you are using the dynamic that I have provided for people to engage in these discussions, you know. And as a result, if we're having a discussion about streaming and somebody talks about the fact that they are also a streamer because they have done these things and it's part of the conversation, then yeah, it's fine. It's not a problem, because that isn't you self-promoting. That is you engaging in the conversation, you know. But yes, we do have a self-promo channel. Yeah. Might be worth doing an updated video on your new channels now that everything's settled on that. Yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't. I'll put it as a thing that I could revisit. Where's my list of YouTube ideas? The unwritten rules of Twitch. Cool. Yeah, we could revisit that. We could definitely do an unwritten rules of Twitch for sure. It wasn't self-promo. Yeah, oh my god, it wasn't self-promo. It was for a friend. Hey, I don't know whether you've noticed, but my friend does this. Okay. That's the yeah. When they're not self-promoing, they're promoting a friend. Yeah. I'm good to hear that, Petricol love. I'll refund that. You don't need to you don't need to spend points for that. That's great. I can give you a cheeky kiss by all means. A support cheeky kiss for you, Petricol love, and I'm genuinely really good to hear that. I'm really good to hear that. I hope it gets sorted as quickly as possible. Yeah, I hope it gets sorted as quickly as possible, friend. But yeah, you don't. Yeah, I'll happily give you a free cheeky kiss for that, for sure. Okay. Might be one of the channels you have to opt into in the channel. Yeah, so when you join our Discord, you've got to opt in. We have like the general main channels in the Discord, and then there are opt-in channels. So there's an opt-in channel for the Not Safe for Work section, and there is a opt-in channel for content creation. Because as much as I like talking about content creation in amongst this community and stuff like that, and I know that a good 60% of our like community are all streamers themselves or have streamed at one point, I know that there's some people in the community that are just viewers that aren't interested in this stuff, you know. So I like to make sure that they have the availability to not get involved in those conversations if they don't want to. So yeah, so that's something you might have to opt into. Thank you very much, Shaden Sunshine, for throwing that out there. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely an opt-in scenario. My own favorite thing that a new streamer will do now is saying, I'm leaving now to go stream. Oh, said Didymus, if somebody says that in my stream, they get banned. Or at the very least timed out. I know full well that we have streamers in this community that stream, that their stream time overlaps my time. I was going to use one of my moderators, but I thingies, but yeah. But do you know what, Alexander Griffin? I'm going to use you as a perfect example there. Alexander Griffin is a streamer and a very good streamer. Very much enjoy hanging out in Alexandra's streams. But yeah, Alexandra just hits the alert command, or is like, I've just got to dip off now. Like, I know full well, because I know Alexandra. I'm like, I know you're going now to stream. One of our moderators is exactly the same. Their stream time overlaps the time that I am a streamer, you know? And they're like, Just got to dip out now. I'll see you all later. And it's like, yeah, I know that they're going to go stream. Other people that are part of their community know that they're going to go and stream. But that's the way to do it, is just being like, hey, I got to bounce out now. You know, I do it in other people's streams as well, where I'm like, hey, I've got to drop into lurk now. Or something. I'll just put exclamation mark lurk. And it means that like the streamers will know. They'll be like, I know what's going on here, but I haven't made a big song and dance about it. But if somebody comes in here and is just like got on with the conversation, all fun and games, and they're like, hey, I've got to leave now because my stream's about to start, or that person will usually get timed out. If the other one that I get a little bit frustrated at, but I take the time to try and educate that person, is when somebody says, I've got to go now because somebody's so-and-so stream started. Alexandra, I'm going to use you as an example again, but I got to go now because, hey, Alexandra Griffin started. And it's like, that's rude. That's just straight up rude. You can leave without saying anything. You can leave without saying a fucking thing. Nobody is making you stay here. Do you know what I mean? But to turn around and say, hey, I'm now going to leave because somebody more interesting to me has appeared. Somebody more interesting to me has started their stream. That's just rude. Because that's like, hey, you're entertaining, but you're not as entertaining as this person. So I'm gonna fuck off now and speak to and watch that person because they're much more entertaining than you. You know? Yeah, this is not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. 100%. Ugh. Yes, my plan to steal your viewers is working. Exactly. Also, Authenticator, you lurk where you beautiful being. I did see you pop in and say hi. I didn't get around to saying hello back to you yet. But how you doing, beautiful? You lurk away, you glorious individual. Midgard, how you doing? And also, Sedidimus, cheeky devil. Yeah, I fucking hate it when people are like, oh, I've got to go now, I've got to go stream. Or I've got to go now because this stream has started. And it's just like, oh, okay. You could also have not said that. Could also have just left without saying a fucking thing, or done the exclamation mark lurk. Done. Do you know what I mean? Just resting and listening. That's all right. Listen away. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I feel like the whole explanation of the theater describes Nasborough as a whole. Carmine Princess. From what I saw of Nasborough, sounds about right. Sounds about right. How you doing, Frax? How's it going? I blame capitalism. I mean, it's a good thing to blame, to be honest. Most of the time, it's a good thing to blame. Also, Sway, I saw you creep in there as well. How you doing, you beautiful bean? I did get your message. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. But I will listen to it as soon as I'm done streaming. My nose is suddenly very itchy. When there is a self-peeping area in the Discord and such, I will absolutely use it. Yeah, please do. Please do. Also, the Yaksha Queen, hello, you beautiful being. I missed you coming in and saying hello, but I appreciate you. Lunicorn, how you doing, cheeky devil, as well? I once went to a burlesque event for a grand opening of a rock club in Coventry, I think, and the staff were dead excited. The metalheads had no idea how to react, even after being spoon-fed. The more noise, the better. Distinctly remember it being on the quietest show I'd ever been to. On the plus side, free fairy cakes were being given out. I love free fairy cakes. Love free fairy cakes, 100%. And you know what? Having literally had been to Coventry Uni, that is exactly the Coventry vibe. That is exactly the Coventry vibe. Some of the memes in the restricted library are off the fucking hook here. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah. 100%. Right, I'm skipping down past all of the stuff over the weekend. I hate to tell you this, but I gave you a mushroom a few years ago. A glass mushroom. Yeah. It's been stuck in the Feywilds for a long time. I still have that glass mushroom. I have the glass mushroom, Pixie Bomb. I would not get rid of it by any stretch of imagination. Much as I detest the fucking things, I wouldn't get rid of it. Still in Nasborough at this point. Move on to Harrogate. We moved on to, yeah, another place. Also, Midgard are coming in for the 15 months, you cheeky little devil, you. Good lord. All good, baby. All good, Sway. All good, you beautiful bean. Ugh. Ugh. Darling moderators, one of our darling mods, can I please get an exclamation mark Sway? Midgarder, your name is now inscribed on the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, me. Yeah, you know? 15 months, bloody Nora. Bloody Nora. I think my mods are a little busy. I can do it. That's fine. Yeah, friends. Go check out my dear friend, Sway. Sway UK. Glorious photographer. Fucking phenomenal photographer. Rare non-Twitch shoutouts seen in the wild. Yeah. It's proper special feels. Good. You deserve them. You bloody deserve them. You're a phenomenal photographer and people deserve to love that shit. Deserve to love on that shit, for sure. When did you take the hint? Didn't, definitely. You thought the best way to get off with Valen was to slut dance with me. Very entertaining. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Are the trains decent in Hull? On my way, some town cities things shut down by 11. No, Hull's a pretty good one. Hull's are pretty good for trains and stuff. Because it's the end of the road. Like, you only come to Hull if you go into Hull. There's nowhere to really go on from Hull. Do you know what I mean? But as a result, the trains are usually pretty good. In regards to, like, late night trains and stuff. Or later night trains, should I say. Nice thing about Stardew Valley is you can do your own thing, be as organized or disorganized as I want. Honestly, Basil, I am going to revel. I am going to absolutely revel. And providing we hit the donation goal, of course, because I do not ever expect it. It's never an expectation. But if we hit the donation goal, then we will play Stardew Valley. And I can imagine that my organizational skills will piss everybody off. I can imagine that it's going to absolutely drive you all batshit insane. How's it going, Viking? How you doing? Is this the rehab facility for the survivors of Monday? Yes. Welcome on in. Join the crowd. We have all survived Monday. So far, we're doing well. You should all deserve to pat yourself on the back. You all deserve that, okay? Played Stardew for a while. Called my horse Artax. Jesus Christ, Blaze Winterborn. Savage. Fucking savage. Love it. I almost forgot that the kid who had telehealth appointment. Haven't missed any jokes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100% you have, Eris. And they made me upset in my soul. Once New Filth Wizard, their magic wand disappeared thanks to too much whiskey. And I never invited them back. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You see, that played out in my mind. That absolutely played out in my mind, you know? Can I also pint myself instead? You can do both. You can pat yourself and pint yourself. Both of the above are fully acceptable in this scenario. The horses don't die in Stardew Valley, so he healed part of my childhood trauma. I like it. That's the way to do it. That is the only way to do it, right? If anything, it's the opposite of imposter syndrome. Yeah, do you know what? It's remarkable how many people get affected by imposter syndrome on so many different levels. I was speaking to a friend recently. I won't say who it is because they are a member of the community, but I was speaking to a friend recently and I was like, you realize this is imposter syndrome? And they were like, oh shit. Oh shit. It was I wasn't gonna call you out, Sway. You know, I wasn't sure whether you were comfortable with that, so I thought I'd just be anonymous about it. But yeah, I was like, they said something. I won't say what they said because that's between me and Sway. But they said something, and I was like, "You realize this is imposter syndrome?" Spray your call out all over me, and I was like, "You realize this is imposter syndrome?" And they were just like, "Oh my fucking god, that's blown my mind. Oh my god, that's blown my mind. Oh my god, that has blown my fucking mind." I was like, "There you go. It's imposter syndrome." Like little things. You just like little things like you don't believe you're good enough for it. Or you don't believe that you deserve to be valued as such, you know? So yeah, absolutely call that shit out. Rating, in my opinion, is less for the followers and more for someone who I trust 100%. Kiara, entirely fair. But it really depends on why you are a streamer. Like, I am a streamer because it's my job, you know? And absolutely, I will raid over to people that I love and trust and I want to throw love at. But on the same point, there's part of my brain that goes, cool. Or it certainly was. Now, these days, not so much. But there's still part of my brain where I'm like, okay, is there a business advantage in doing this? You know? Is there a business advantage in doing this? Now, nowadays, no. Like, there's no business. Raids do not get me anything from a business point of view. When I was growing, like when I was up from no viewers to 40 viewers, or from 1 viewer to 40 viewers, there are definitely more tactical ways to throw your raids out to. If you raid, for example, if you have got, say, 40 viewers, we're going back to technical shit. If you have, say, got 40 viewers, okay, and you raid somebody with 230 viewers, proportionally, that's not the greatest. You know, somebody who's got 230 viewers, 400 viewers, 1,000 viewers, they're going to be like, oh, thanks for the raid, I appreciate it, but they're probably going to swiftly move on, you know? Whereas, if you've got 40 viewers and you raid somebody with 20 viewers, that's going to make their fucking day. That's going to make their fucking day. Because you have doubled and some their you've tripled their actual viewership. You know? So there is a lot more emotional value and recognizing value with raiding somebody that has got the same viewers as you or slightly lower viewers than you. If you just want to make somebody's day, find somebody that's interesting and what have you that has got 1 or 2 viewers because you raid over. However, I will warn you, exactly as Pixie Bomb said earlier, there was definitely a point where I raided over to Pixie Bomb and Pixie Bomb had the most adorable mild malfunction where you just panic, just oh my god, they're all here now, what, hello, my brain, what's going on? And it was amazing and it was glorious, and of course Pixie Bomb's a member of this community, so everybody was fucking angelic towards them. But yeah, it was very much a moment, you know. So just be careful if you are raiding somebody who has got significantly like less viewers than you. It can cause panic. It can cause panic. It's definitely happened. Not that was significantly less at the time, but just I think because Pixie Bomb, I think it was the first time that I brought all of our community over to Pixie Bombs. Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was nice. It was nice to share my community with you, even if it did cause you a major. I would do it again. All right, even if it caused a major malfunction. In fact, to be honest with you, for the amount of boops you've given me, Pixie Bomb, I'd do it specifically to cause the malfunction. All right. How you doing, Little Frosty? Hello, you beautiful bean. The itty bitty streamer. Yeah, exactly. What? I will warn you, now on Disney Plus. What do you mean now on Disney Plus? What does that mean, Zemba? You doing okay? I'm glad to hear that, Lolo. I'm really glad to hear that. What do you mean? Disney owns Twitch now? Don't make me... don't shit me up like this. Fuck's sake. Wait a minute. Am I a Disney prince? I'm a Disney fucking princess, if anything. There is a Reddit from 8 years ago saying that Twitch had a silent announcement of a partnership with Disney. You fucking shitting me up now. What is going on? What is happening? You were listening to you and suddenly Disney was blaring in my ears. Oh, the adverts. Okay, all right. Fuck. Panic. Fucking panicked there. Jesus Christ. I was like, am I a Disney princess? Am I just Frankenfurter? Is that what's happening here? Poof. Poof. Oh, my lordy. Div, how you doing, Divlog? How you doing? Saying as to streamer you trust your audience with. Yes. I have definitely made mistakes with that, though. Oh, wait, the few seconds because the adverts were thingy. Divloy, just read your comment. Is you're sending us to streamers you trust the audience with? Yes, But I have made mistakes with that. I have made mistakes with this. Once upon a time, friends. Once upon a time, I raided over. I was just partner. So I just hit partner. And I had a lot of people in my community that were all celebrating. I think it was like maybe 2 weeks into hitting partner. So there was lots of people celebrating. It was great. It was wonderful. And I decided to raid over to somebody who was a chaotic individual. They were very, very chaotic, and we were having a pretty chaotic stream, and I was like, fucking A, this is going to be a great idea. We'll raid over to that person, and it'll continue the chaos, because we've had a chaotic stream, so it makes sense to continue the chaos like that. Because I thought, I've had plenty of conversations with this dude. I can trust, like, they're chaotic as fuck, but I can trust my community with them. I could not trust my community with them. When we arrived, they were pissed out of their fucking skull. They were absolutely pissed out of their fucking skull. And within 10 minutes of us raiding over, in fact, I think it was within 5 minutes of us raiding over, they were like, oh, thanks for the raid, bits and pieces, shits and giggles. Oh my god, raid, I'm very drunk, I'm gonna piss in a bottle. And they pissed in a bottle live on stream. You didn't see anything, but you heard everything, and they were like this. They got banned. They got banned. They got banned that stream. In fact, I think they got banned within the hour of that happening. It was just like, fucking hell, what the fuck have I done? And I was like, well, that's it. I'm never raiding over to them again. And of course, then they got permanently banned. So it was like, okay, I can't raid over to them ever again. Because they were like, it's a joke. I definitely haven't pissed on stream. And I'm like, we all heard it. We all heard you fucking do it. You definitely just pissed in a bottle on stream. You know? So nowadays, I'm a little bit more picky with who I raid over to. I like to have known them for a while and know the vibe they give off and know how potentially hazardous they are. But yeah, sometimes we do a curveball. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, we're gonna go raid somebody new. But most of the time I'm like, I want to raid somebody that I know, because I don't want that to happen ever again. You know, not into water spots. Yeah, exactly. Did they get banned? Yeah, they got banned. They got banned, and then they, if I remember correctly, they got banned, and then they argued with the ban, and then they tried to start a new account and got permanently banned for ban evasion and haven't been back since. Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was pretty fucking wild. They did not take it well. There's Stars line sometime where the viewership melds a bit together, but it's so rare. Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Oh my lordy. Crazy Aid coming in with the Prime for 19 months. Good lord. Have my Prime, you wonderful human being. I will happily accept your Prime, and thank you so much for choosing to spend it on me. You could literally spend those Bezos bucks anywhere. You choose to spend them on me. That means the world to me. That means the fucking world to me, you beautiful being. I will now describe a name upon the mirror, Vane. By having your name upon the mirror, Vane, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harra, sexy, oh yes, meow, you know? Yeah, now, you cheeky devil. You beautiful being, you. 19 months, good lord. Good lord. When I first got on Twitch last year, the first day I was hanging out with my friend's stream, Colo raided in, and I followed her from that raid. Best decision I ever made. Yeah, I love Colo. I have a lot of time and love for Colo, and I love how, like, we get on so well, despite doing such different styles of streaming, you know. And it was genuinely a fucking honor. There's not many people that I would say it's an honor to meet, but it was a genuine honor to meet Colo. We went for a coffee and had a really good catch up. And I'm hoping to do it again sometime in the near future. Because I fucking love it to pieces. Patrick, I love, if you've, I don't know whether you've already disappeared off to bed times and whatever. You did say you were going to bed soon, but I'm sending lots of love, you beautiful bean. Sending lots and lots of love. Saw a baguette at the zoo. It was bred in captivity. Fucking hell, Chandria. Good lord. Good lord. Right, let me scroll down a wee bit. Take me 7 years to break 1k followers. I'm not expecting fast growth, just enjoying the journey. That's great. That's honestly what I can suggest. What I can suggest is understand, if you are wanting to be a streamer, understand what it is that you want from streaming. What is it you want from streaming? Because I went into streaming not knowing what I wanted from streaming, and that was fucking stupid. But if you are going to be a streamer, understand what it is you want from streaming. Do you want to do it as a hobby? Do you want to do it as to connect with friends? Do you want to do it just to play games? And if people watch it, then people watch it. Do you want to do it as a career? Because each of these different approaches is massively different. Those first three, kind of just press go live, play stuff that other people are playing, play with people, play doing bits and pieces, like just shits and giggles. You don't have to worry about sticking to a schedule or stuff like that. If you want to do it as a career and you want to grow, how do you want to grow? Do you want to grow in a wholesome dynamic? Do you want a supportive community? Do you want to just be a spectacle and have an audience of numbers? Or again, lots of different dynamics that a lot of people take differently, you know? I know full well that I could literally, I could have 500 concurrent viewers easily by doing very different styles of content that I don't like, you know. I was definitely at one stage in an audience. Exactly, who needs an audience when you've got an audience? At one stage in my streaming career, I was in contact with some very, very, very big streamers, very, very, very big streamers, and at that time I could absolutely have gone down the similar sort of route with them and grown massively on Twitch. But the kind of content that they made was very divisive and very toxic. And as a result, my community became quite toxic for a long time. And we had to fucking prune the weeds, as it were. We had to do a big culling and being like, look, this isn't the kind of content that I'm going to do anymore. I want to have a community that's wholesome. I want to have a community that's supportive, that is inclusive, that is respectful. And a lot of people left because they didn't want that. They wanted to see me as a spectacle and laugh at me and stuff like that. And that's honestly, if I wanted to be massively successful, I know exactly what I would do, and it would be a piece of piss. But I would also lose a lot of what I am as a person. Lose a lot of what I am as a person. Because the easiest way to grow is controversy. The easiest way to grow is controversy. The more controversial you are, the bigger you grow. And the faster you grow. And it's shit, but it's true. Because the moment that you get on Twitter where 4 or 5 people are saying, oh my god, look at that person. Why do you think there's so many horrifically bigoted points of view from so many people on the internet? Do they believe those bigoted point of view? Who knows? Does it really matter if they're getting the attention? People will tune into your stream to see the fallout, to see the hate, to see the trolling, to see what goes on. And I didn't want that. I didn't want that. So I stepped away from it, which is the reason why we have this wonderful community now, you know? You know? Anytime someone with a view account over 5 joins. Astra, look at us like a xenomorph looks at their next victim. You're about to hug our faces. You love it, don't you? You love it. I'm gonna look at you like a xenomorph. I've already got a forehead of a xenomorph, you cheeky little devil. But good lord, what do you like coming over here? Because you want to get my cheeky little tongue punch accent, right? Yeah. I see how it is. See what's going on there. Cheeky little devil. And also waiting a whole 5 minutes for this. Ooh, what do you like? What do you like? I know that you'd like me to hug your face with my thighs. You cheeky little devil. What do you like? scandalous. Good lord. Oh, Astra. Yeah, cheeky devil, you. Is there a way to see if you can raid somebody without trying to raid them? It's kind of a bum to try and raid someone and then be told their settings don't allow it. No. I don't think so. But that Milky Pork, that's the reason why I personally start the raid and then announce it. Like, for example, I know that in the next however many minutes, I'm going to press that button that stops raids that come through to me. Because I have a personal thing where I'm like, I always stop raids at the end of my stream, like the last 40 minutes of my stream, because if somebody's going to choose to share their community with me, I want to make sure their community get enough good content from me that they can get an idea of what I'm like, get an idea of whether they want to hang out here, whether they want to become part of this community, you know? Like, I want to give them good quality content for them, as thanks for them choosing to raid their community over to me, you know? So if I can't give them like a good half an hour, 40 minutes, then I don't want to do that. So I turn off my raids, you know? Sometimes it doesn't always work like that, and I forget or what have you, but I do my best to make sure that happens. But when I'm raiding out to somebody, I always start the raid first. So I'm like, do all the mod love stuff, and then I'm like, cool, who are we going to go raid? Find the person, type in /raid, insert their name, and then press enter to see if we can raid them before I announce, oh, we're going to go raid this person. But that's just through learning more than anything else. That's through picking up habits because of fucking up and stuff, you know? Do I have to turn up? Do I have to turn up? What's wrong with turnips? How dare you? How dare you? You must fucking love a good turnip. 6.5 viewers every day, exactly, right? Makes complete sense. Happens because people I love joining the hype of building someone up. You can tell every time you have a special events and everyone brats. Yeah. Oh, hey, Lizana, I love it. I love it. Like, no matter how many people raid into me, whether it's somebody who's raiding over with like 1 or 2 people, or whether they're raiding over with fucking 500, 600 people. You know what I mean? Like, I am humbled by the fact that any person is choosing to share their community with me. The streamer is choosing to share me. I also know that no matter how big the raid is, and no matter how small or big the raid is, there is a good 2/3 of that community that are going to fuck off immediately. Because they're not interested in watching a makeup man. They're interested in watching the person they were watching before. Now they've been over for a raid and they've added to the numbers. They're going to go fuck off and watch something that they actually want to watch. And that's okay. That's all right. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. I don't need to be everybody's cup of tea. I don't need that. I would rather they were watching somebody that they enjoy than being in my stream and being a problem. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, like that. That's just like part and parcel of the whole dynamic. I want partner, but I don't look at the numbers while I'm streaming. Just try to build organically, but it really does get tough sometimes when the numbers do dip. Yeah, that's why you need to look at trends, Alexandra. You need to look at trends. Don't look at individual numbers. Look at trends. Trends, the numbers mean fucking nothing. It's all about the trend, like where you're going, what you're building up to. Can I actually show you mine? This is all public information, by the way, so people will be able to find that easy enough. If we do 3 months. Oh, we can do my channel performance over time. There we go. I can give you a quick look at this. I'm not going to bore you all senseless off it. But this is Twitch Tracker, which is one of the many metrics over thingy. And this is me from the first time I streamed in September 2018, right the way through to today. And you can see, like, the trend is going up. Does it have dips? As you can see, yes, it fucking does. Does it have peaks? Yes, it fucking does. But overall, it's steadily traveling upwards. And that's what I need. That's what I'm all about. That's what I care about. I care about the trend of me growing. If the trend started being like that, I'm dipping down, like this is probably a bit more of a plateau than anything else. But overall, I'm still back on the march. Like from, realistically speaking, from July 2024, I'm slowly but surely growing again, you know? And that's what it's all about. Look at how many fucking hours I used to stream. 110 hours in September 2020. Jesus Christ. Poof. Poof. Anyway, yeah, you get the idea. You get the idea. Always look at the trends. Don't give a shit about the numbers. The numbers mean fucking nothing.
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
Warlock, you beautiful bean.
43 months.
Jesus Christ.
How does anyone tolerate me for so long?
We have managed
smiling.
it. We have managed it. I know, Warlock. I know it's a surprise to me as well. How's it going, you beautiful bean? 43 months. The struggle. Oh, it's such a struggle. Oh my God. Oh, the ache of my smile. Oh, it's awful. Warlock UK. For the 43rd time. Your name is inscribed on the Mirror of Fame. By having your name upon the Mirror of Fame, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But God damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? How's it going, Bubbly? How you doing, cheeky devil? Yeah, doing all right. Thank you very much. We're chatting bits of shop. Bits of shop, you know?
Yeah, you subscribe.
Oh my lordy, Max Wattage as well coming in, giving us up to one true cripple there, you beautiful bean. Thank you so much. How's it going, Max? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Whoop. One true cripple. By having your name upon the Mirror of Fame means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not bum Snapchat. Of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing, go roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But goddamn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know, as I know you do. As I know you do, OTC. As I know you do. I learned that early on thanks to you and a couple of other streamers. Viewer counts are always off. I only had it on my birthday, and even then, I barely checked it. Yeah, I have my viewer count off at all times. I check the numbers after stream. But that's mainly so that I can keep track of stuff like games that we play. Like today, I won't give a shit about the numbers. I looked earlier and it was like 74 or whatever. But generally speaking, I will not pay attention to the numbers of today's stream because today is just chatting. Today is just chatting. We're chatting shit. When it comes to stuff like tomorrow when we're playing Date Everything and stuff like that, I'll pay attention to the numbers. But not during the stream, but after the stream. I'll be like, right, what was my average today? Cool. Keep a note of that. Because if this game is something that people don't want to watch, then I need to know about it. You know? Date Everything is one that loads of people love watching. I've got some of the best numbers from that game. So I am more than happy to keep playing it. But if people, like, for example, started not wanting to watch it and I started dipping down into the 50s and what have you, then I'd be like, right, I need to start changing the game. I need to find another game to play. Not a guaranteed way, but as far as I know. But you got quick actions panel in the stream manager. You can click the raid button. They don't show up in the list. It's a good sign that their raids are off. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know about that. I just do it. Yeah, I just try and raid them, but don't announce it until I can guarantee that I can raid them or not. I think it comes down to you're contributing to the conversation, but are you doing it to promote yourself? Yeah, intention, Razotter. And sometimes knowing intention can be quite a difficult one.
Flee, flee.
Oh my lordy, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside and in between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people going here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Who do they think they are? The absolute, literally just talking about raids. Literally just talking about raids, and here they are, Red Hot Chili Peppers. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are on tour, now near us. Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy, all of the red hot chili peppers here, spicing up the atmosphere. We encourage and enable this scenario. How you doing, you beautiful beings? Welcome on in. How are things, you cheeky little devils? How's it going? Thank you very much for bringing all your beautiful people over here. I appreciate that. Pumpkin Muffins, how's it going? Just Lauren, you cheeky devil, how you doing? TJ, hello, you beautiful bean. How's it going? The red hot chili peppers doing some lies of P. Was P lying to you again? Was it lying to you? Bloody P. Bloody P, I tell ya. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I do not believe that I follow you. So I am now going over to click that cheeky little follow button. Look at me, I've done it. Followed you. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Friends.
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
First, a couple of things I need to say here, friends. First of all, thank you very much for that follow. Second of all, I don't know you, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've clicked that cheeky follow button, but my community, look at them all. Arrogant is what they are. Arrogant. My community, hoity-toity, some may even say. So, the wonderful Red Hot Chili Pepper community, I need you to describe Red Hot Chili Peppers in 3 tantalizing little words. 3 words that will whet the appetites of my community and tempt them to go over and click that cheeky little follow button. Okay? And while you're typing out those words, while you're doing that, I'm going to say, Red Hot Chili Peppers, when I first popped onto your stream, I was like, my God, look at this black and gold aesthetic. Very ornate, very beautiful. What an angelic dynamic. Ooh, exquisite. I love it. I love that little indulgence of elegance. Hold on. Is that a mushroom? A mushroom? A mushroom! Ha! Ha! Bloody mushrooms. The bum nuggets of Beelzebub. Good Lord. Oh, gorgeous, chaotic, incredible. Oh, Lauren, you do know how to tempt us over, don't you? You do know how to tempt us over. Well, I've clicked that cheeky little follow button. I will go over despite the mushroom representation. I will indulge in some Red Hot Chili Peppers. Find out what's going on over there. A bloody mushroom! I know, bloody mushroom. Friends, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I have to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard. We talk about sex all the fucking time. And I don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young. It's not what I'm about. It's not what I'm about, you cheeky little devils. But how was your stream, Red Hot Chili Peppers? Please tell me all about it. Tell me how was the P that was lying to you? Was it great? Was it wonderful? Was it frustrating as fuck? Tell me more. Tell me more. Great and menacing. That is what I call a good night out. When someone is great and menacing, I am buying them drinks and asking if they would like to share my boudoir. You know? Cheeky little bugger. Got a few kisses from Fuoko. I don't know. I don't know Lies of P. I've seen bits of it, but I don't really know the game. I can't do things. It's a boss. I've got some little kisses from a boss. Got some cheeky little fiery kisses. Fiery kisses. Little spicy kisses. Little spicy kisses. Little cheeky kids. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do for cheeky kisses. What you really need is a... Get your mind out the gutter. Good Lord! Here I am trying to lube up my lips in preparation for cheeky kisses. Here I am! Trying to pre-lube my lips for the spicy kisses. And there you are, your mind's in the gutter. Good Lord! Scandalous, I tell you. Scandalous. Nothing better than well-lubed lips, right, friends? Speaking of lips, Greeto, come here, cheeky devil. What do you like claiming cheeky kisses, you beautiful being, in front of all these people as well, you know? Just in time for the redeem, I know, right? Pre-lubed. Pre-lubed. Red Hot Chili Peppers, thank you so much for bringing all your beautiful people over here. For you and your wonderful community, as much as I love you being here because I love the attention, I'm a bit of an attention seeker myself, you may have noticed. Me, I know, right? But if you need to disappear off, if you need to go grab a snaffly treat, some kind of delightful beverage, please do so. Please look after yourself. I love your attention, but your life must come first, okay? Okay? And thank you so much for bringing people over. And thank you so much for the follow as well, Jilly. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. When they make the spice get stuck on the lips. Yes. Yes, it will. Extra spice. Yes. Stream, how you doing? How's it going? Like my style, thank you very much. I bought a house because it was number 69 and decorated it like Prince Fuck to the Moulin Rouge. That says a lot about me, to be honest with you. Might have to raid and run. I have to get up at 6 tomorrow. But keep lubing and being you. I mean, I will. That's very true. I definitely do that. I'm an indulgent fuck at the best of times. It has to be said. It has to be said. But go sleep, you beautiful being. Rest well. And I hope whatever it is that you have to be up for tomorrow at 6 a.m. is an easy time of things. Go and snooze. Go and do what you need to do. But yeah, thank you so much for bringing your people over. It means the world to me. I'm assuming it was your thing, Lauren. You were like, we should go over and check out that pretentious fuck known as Valen Vane. The guy with the really itchy nose. Oh my God. Streaming always makes my nose itchy. Always makes the nose itchy. Friends, we're talking about streaming, actually. Currently talking about raiding and dynamics of how to talk about streaming without self-promoting stuff. Itchy fucking nose. Yeah, sleep well. She said you were vulgar. Caught my attention, really. Me? Vulgar? I would never. How dare you, Lauren? How dare you come over here, talk about me being vulgar? I never. The audacity. Scandalous. Outrageous. And at the same time, might weigh you as a feedback. Do you know what I mean? Like, I might do that. Okay? Just throwing it out there like a condom in an orgy, or as we call them, business cards. Okay? Never change, please. I have no idea how to change. I resemble that remark. Thank you very much. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exact popcorn. How dare you? Me? Vulgar? No. Never. Good Lord. What makes you say that? Right, let me whip down and then scroll a bit. How's it going, Bear? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Extra spicy. Love a good bit of spiciness. Miss Ghouls as well coming in here. How you doing? How's it going? Maybe like that. Exactly. Gotta love that extra bit of spice. Extra bit of spice. However, I will say, friends, if you're ever eating spicy food, don't go down on a person. All right, just don't do it. I'd feel like that should be a PSA that doesn't need to be a PSA, but I feel at the same time like some people need to just be told that. Just like the label on the toaster that says "Do not use in the bathroom." Friends, if just a little PSA: if you are eating spicy foods, don't go down on somebody afterwards, and wash your hands. Yeah, 100% authentic. Also, that also counts. Does garlic count as spicy? No. I don't think so. Depends how garlicky it is. I would also add as well, if you have particularly strong mouthwash, don't clean your teeth at the end of the night, do the whole mouthwash thing, then get in bed and be like, right, I'd really like to get into your intimate parts. Because depending on how strong the mouthwash is, could just have inappropriate reactions, shall we say? You know. There is never enough garlic. Just might need. I mean, that's fair. They're definitely. I would say if you're going to go get real intimate with somebody, unless you've both been eating that level of garlic, there could be a limit of garlic. Bean Nation, how you doing, you beautiful bean? There could be a limit of garlic, you know? That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said, Greeto. What can I say? What can I say? The flattery getting me everywhere is exactly where I'm at right now. You know? Oh, speaking of industry stuff, Lunicorn has redeemed Ask an Industry Question. How on earth do you set a mic up to sound like yourself when you don't know how you sound? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a very, very good question. And the reason why, there's a bit of a little bit of science for you, friends. The reason why you don't know how you sound is because everyone else hears you through their ears. You hear yourself through your cheekbones. Through your cheekbones and through your jaw. That's how you hear your own voice. Which is the reason why when you record something and listen to yourself back, you sound odd to yourself because you don't hear yourself through your own ears. You through yeah, it is indeed, Astra, it is indeed cheeky. The answer to the question, Lunicorn, is fix your audio to a sound that you like. And the reason why you do it to a sound that you like, so fix your audio so that you start hearing like the voice tones and stuff like that you like and what have you. Don't vary it too much, because the more you vary it, the more fucked up it's gonna get. But if you do it to like a certain sound that you like, your ear will start to hear your voice as your audio has set it up. When I do a recording, like when I record my voice for a voiceover or something like that, when I do a video for YouTube, or I'm doing like I'm listening back to a VOD, or I'm setting up a TikTok, or I'm doing something like that, my voice on the recording sounds like my voice as I hear it. I am so used to hearing my own voice that now they are exactly the same thing. They are exactly the same thing. Because I have detrained I don't know whether I've detrained it. It wasn't like a purposeful thing. It's just that over time, my ears have come to know my voice as the recording voice. You know? But you can always ask people that know you as well. You can always be like, hey, does this sound good? Like, does it sound like my voice? And they'll be able to tell you whether it still sounds like you or not, you know? Absolutely hate hearing myself on VODs, honestly. I don't know. You get used to it. You get used to it, you know? It's one of those things. One of the part and parcel of being a creator on the internet is like knowing all about it. But yeah, so I would basically take the basic recording, get rid of any kind of tinniness, get rid of any kind of like peaks where you start cracking out and stuff like that. You can do like my audio setup is very, very basic. Very, very, very basic. Like I have got a noise gate on it so that you can't hear background stuff like the fish tanks whirring in the background. And I have for live streams, I've got a compressor on it as well, so that me being a particularly loud individual isn't going to change anything.
Hey Valen, did you know getting ketchup in your eyes can improve your eyesight? You know what they say, hindsight 20/20.
Oh my god, Europapa, that is awful. That is awful. However, little did you know, it's actually contextual, because earlier on we had a thing which was like, if tomatoes are fruits, does that mean that tomato ketchup is a smoothie? Good lord. Good lord. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings. I appreciate that. Looking dangerous, brother. Easy now. You know what you're doing? You know it. You know it, Jeffrey Einstein. Your name panicked me for a second there, friend. Your name absolutely. But when it popped up, I was like, what the? No, it's all right. It's Einstein. It's Einstein. It's Einstein. We're good. We're all right. You fucking shut me up. But thank you very much for the 2 little panderings. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do know what I'm doing. I'm looking delicious. You cheeky little devil. And welcome on in there. How you doing? But yeah, so like I would go with the basics of just making sure you're not peaking, making sure that you can hear every word, and making sure you can hear every word at your usual volume. No point in being like, "Hi everyone," and then speaking really, really quiet on thingy. You know, like there's no point in that. So you've got to make sure that you're speaking at your usual projecting volume when you're like, "Hey everyone, how's it going? This is me doing the stuff, da da da, all the bits and pieces." If you have got a particularly a mic that struggles with S's, you might need a pop filter, which is the big like mesh things that go around it that just pulls out some of the pop in it. But those are like little things that you just pick up over time. But overall, as long as you've got it to a level that you feel comfortable with, your ear will start to train itself to hear the recording. Depends how much you listen to your own stuff. As Lauren was saying earlier, she can't stand her own voice on VODs, so she doesn't listen to her VODs. But with me doing a lot more YouTube and a lot more voiceover stuff like that, I've got to sit and edit all of that, so I hear my voice all the fucking time. Before that, I still did all of the sound stuff and the editing with some voiceover work, and I did of course I was in a band, so I heard my voice all the fucking time. It's also different when you're in like a sound studio and you've got the earphones on and the voice is coming back through the earphones, because then you just get used to your voice because you hear it all the time, you know. I use my toaster where I damn well please. There's a bloody sign on it for a reason, Eris. Never enough garlic. No, there's definitely enough garlic. I like my things real garlicky, but there's definitely a point where I'm like, where like literally my breath tastes of garlic. Doesn't smell like, just tastes of it. I'm like, I'm gonna get heartburn soon. My ex, I don't know best, also no best mate, once did a spicy chicken wing challenge. He did wash his hand, not well enough. Ooh, Jesus Christ. All of it, Pumpkin Muffins. Write all of the notes. I love that. That's a great little emote. I'm a big fan of that. Mouthwash or gum? I never thought about gum, but yeah, stuff like Airwaves that's particularly strong gum, I could imagine being similar enough. I will also say that, yeah, for me, as a delightful individual who has been somewhat indulgent in other people's nether regions, if I'm expecting sexy times, and I say expecting with no actual expectation, if there's like a possibility of it, you know.
Speaking of being in a band or playing music, did you know I used to play piano by ear? Now I just use my hands.
That's terrible. That is terrible, Europapa. Good lord, that is terrible. Thank you very much for 100 panderings, you shit. God damn it. What was I even saying now? You've thrown me. You've fucking thrown me. Yeah, we're talking about gum and mouthwash. Yeah, if there is any kind of indication that intimate times may happen that evening, I will do the mouthwash, clean my teeth, do all that jazz, and then I'll do the thing that dentists always tell you never to do, which is swill your mouth out with like normal water. Normal water. Get as much of that, like clean your teeth so they're nice and clean, but get that, like get as much of like the toothpaste and the mouthwash and stuff out as possible, because I know full well, I have heard the horror stories of people that have like, somebody's gone down on them. Like, I like a little bit of mintiness. I like a little bit of mintiness when used on me. I'm like, ooh, little cool, refreshing dynamics. You know, the whole mint and tea tree sauce shower gel that everyone fucking hated? I quite liked it. I was a fan. I'm not going to lie to you. I quite liked it, you know? But if I'm doing it with somebody else, I have heard the horror stories of people having to sit in a bath for like hours because their partner still had a mouthful of toothpaste and shit like that. And it's just like, right, okay. You know, it's just like, right, just be considerate, you know? Be considerate. If you want to bring in minty dynamics, there is mint flavored lube. that should be minty enough for the vast majority of people. Okay? Minty enough for the vast majority of people. It's capitalizing. Nobody needs the intimacy about. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Authenticator also asked an interesting question. I'll refund that though, Authenticator. I will answer the question, but I will refund that because you don't need to spend your points on asking that question. When is the aquarium coming back? The aquarium is coming back. The aquarium is coming back. Unfortunately, as always seems to fucking happen with the aquarium, I have all these plans in action to get the aquarium back up and running, and then shit happens, like my boiler breaking, like needing a new car. Like there's so many things that are expensive that have come into my life that means that stuff like the aquarium has to take a back burner. I'm not able to buy the new fish and buy the new lamp and stuff to get the aquarium back up and running because that money is needed on other things. So there is 100%.
Panda to Mago, panda to it,
Oh my lordy.
panda to it.
Hello Valen, hello,
Hello.
chat. I
Hello.
have never trusted the stairs at recording studios. They are always up to trouble.
I hate you. I hate you and the horse you rode in on. God damn it. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings you get. Financial triage? Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. Because I don't make fucking loads and loads of money. This is my career, and I will forever, ever be thankful for the fact that this is my career. But I don't like it's very much making ends meet. I have a good month. Like last month was my birthday month. That was a good month. But I know that there's a good chance that this month, because of the fact that it's August, and August is usually a struggle, that this month is probably going to be a bad month. Which is fine, which is okay. Like I'm never going to ask you for your hard-earned money. Do you know what I mean? That isn't the way that I work. So, like, yeah, it's, typical Authenticator. I literally just said, I'm not going to ask you for money. That's not the way that I work. And then Authenticator redeems show donor with speech, which is literally a points redemption to get me to promote the donation goal. You couldn't write this shit. Oh my God. Oh, I see you, Authenticator. Amazing. I don't normally ask people for money. That's not the way I work. And I will say that there is never, ever any obligation or expectation that you people will part with your hard-earned money. That's not the way I like to do things, all right? I always see every donation, every sub, every bit, every gifted sub, and every purchase of merchandise. Like, all of these things I very much see as a privilege. It is a very much very appreciated gift that I will never ever take for granted. So please never ever donate if you do not have the money, if you haven't spent, like, bought all your things already, like paid for all your bills, done all your food shopping, made sure you've got enough money for a little treat for yourself, or like a little trip away or something. Make sure you've got all of that first, and then after you've got all that, if you are like, do you know what, I really want to spend some money on Val and Vane, then you can, then I will accept it, you know, with excessive gratitude. We have a donation goal because my boiler's on the fritz, and we are doing it in £200 increments. I have got a boiler that I need to buy for £2,100, and that includes like installation and everything. And we're doing it in £200 at a time. So far we've raised 800 out of the 2,100 that I need. In fact, on Thursday, this Thursday at 7 p.m. BST, that's 7 p.m. British time, I'll be doing a Bob Ross stream as a way of as a reward for hitting the last £200 goal. At the end of this £200 goal, I have committed to doing a Stardew Valley stream. I don't play Stardew Valley. It's not my type of game at all. But that many people from the community really want to see me play Stardew Valley that I said, cool, at the end of this, once we've hit this, if we hit this, and there's no obligation, no expectation, okay? If we hit it, then I will do a Stardew Valley stream. Only that's not changed. Why is that not changed? Owe me 2 seconds while I just change the dono command because apparently that's not changed.
Panda to it, panda to
Speaking of the
it.
boiler, I dreamt last night that my spirit rose from the toilet bowl. It was an out-of-potty experience.
Oh my god. God damn it. God damn it. What is going on today? You people are on a bloody dad joke roll. Save changes. That's cool. Yeah, so we're going to do a Bob Ross stream on, but I will say it's Bob Ross with a difference. Okay? I'm not going to say what the difference is, but I don't know how to paint to save my fucking life. However, we do Bob Ross a little bit differently here. So if you'd like to come check it out, 7 p.m. BST on Thursday, that's my reward to all of you for hitting the last donation goal and getting us to the 800 out of the 2100. And at the end of this one,
Ooh, you little stalker.
thank you so much for the follow, you beautiful bean. I don't like to call, I know you've said something in chat, but you've been quiet for a while, so I don't know whether you've decided to drop into lurk, but I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, so I really appreciate the follow, you beautiful bean. Yeah, at the end of this £200, we will do a Stardew Valley stream. Is it Rob Boss? It is. How did you know? I do it all backwards. There's no happy little clouds. There's just angry little crowds. Angry little clouds, you know? Thank you very much, Authenticator, for showing that, you beautiful bean. Absolutely guilty and broke. But if I can help someone else not be so broke, I did a good. Thank you very much, you beautiful bean. That's very, very kind of you. That is very, very kind of you. And you whack the devil silly? I do. That is also very, very true. Very, very true, you know? Shouldn't be using mouthwash after cleaning teeth, according to multiple dentists I've had over the years. Mouthwash is ideally for when you can't brush your teeth. So ideally for lunchtime. I do it beforehand, Astra. I do it beforehand. So I'll do mouthwash first to get in between all the gums and get all the loose bits of debris out of my sexy, sexy mouth. And then I'll clean my teeth. So, there's more fluoride, because the reason why you don't do the mouthwash afterwards is because the fluoride on the toothpaste is what you want on your teeth for as long as possible to help your teeth. So do the mouthwash first, then clean your teeth. You got all of the benefits of the mouthwash, and then all of the benefits of the toothpaste, you know? Julian!
How goes it, good sir?
It goes very, very well, you beautiful bean. How are you doing? How are you doing, you beautiful individual? 42 months, meaning of life. We all know the meaning of life is a complicated sum. Thank you very much for the subscription for 42 months. You're fantastic. I love to hear it. I love to hear it, you beautiful bean. I hope the work is treating you well as well. And you aren't getting slave-drived into the ground again. By having your name on the mirror vein means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course you get access to all those sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, I look rough. But God damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh, yes, me. Yeah. You know? Harra. Work life has been sorted. Love this, Julian, because I know it was quite stressful a while back. So I'm really, really glad to hear that, buddy. Genuinely, really, really glad to hear that. Also, if you drank cask strength whiskey, you might want to have a sip of water. Yes, that's fair. That is fair, for sure. For sure. Van speaking from experience with spicy food and mouthwash around the nethers. Not from spicy food, because I've always been far more... You've got to understand, Stupedia, all right? You've got to understand, despite the fact that I've got a spindly goblin cock, okay? I am absolutely a fucking proud lover. I want everyone to have the absolute best time in the sweet, sweet boudoir. However, if I can't have the best time, I want them to have a funny time. If I'm a little bit tipsy, or things aren't going quite right, I want there to be giggles at the very, very least. Giggles and orgasms. What more do you need from the boudoir, right? So, yeah, when it comes to stuff like Authenticator.
Thank you for being part of my support network. and creating this community.
You are so very welcome. Thank you for being part of this community and continuing to support me in every way you are able to. It means the fucking world to me, you beautiful being. It means the fucking world to me. Authentic I'll now inscribe your name on the mirror vein. I am your... You brought your groceries, you're good, you got 10 bucks. That is very kind of you to spend them here. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it, Authentic Hatter. You beautiful being. It means the fucking world to me. It didn't freeze, no, but I fucking blinked and this happened. Euro of the Papa? Euro of the Papa, what the fuck? What? That was at 0. That was at 0. Oh, Valen, yes. Remember what you DM'd me? I do. Yeah, Semba. Let's book some time in. Euro Papa, thank you. Thank you so much, you beautiful being. That is so fucking kind of you. That is unreasonably fucking kind of you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. God damn it. Authenticator, also thank you as well for your subscription.
Yeah, subscribed. Most kind.
And also Lux.
BOOP beep.
Especially Authenticator, because I know that you've been struggling with money and stuff at the moment. So the fact that you've covered all your expenses and you still want to spend some money on me, that means the fucking world to me. I really, really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Lux also coming in with a 21 months. I shall inscribe your name on the mirror vein. Also, friends, can we get some egos in chat? Say a massive, massive thank you to Euro Papa there. That is so fucking kind. God damn it. Lux, I have inscribed your name on the mirror vein right next to Authenticator. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. God, Chimera.
Kind.
What is going on? What is happening here? Oh, emo only? Oh, exciting. Exciting. Chimera, you cheeky devil. Your name is also inscribed on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat. Of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. All 3 of you. And the rest of the people on here. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. All of you, thank you so much. Oh, my lordy.
Hand to it.
Beep beep.
How's it going, Paddy? How you doing? God damn it. Outstanding emotes. Unfortunately, it didn't stop the bloody hype train, though, did it? Didn't stop the bloody hype train. Level 2. We're starting at 0% at level 2. Oh, 0% at level 2, friends. We're going to have to just stop. You're a papa.
Trying to get that Snapchat access.
You have been far too kind already, Sunshine. You have been far too kind already. None of that shit. None of that. Thank you very much, Jambar, for those emotes. I really appreciate it. God damn it. All of the pandering to the egos. Friends, if you are new here, please be aware that there is a hype train happening. When the hype train happens, we in this community treat a hype train like an impromptu erection, okay? If you leave it alone, it'll go away. That was what my mother told me when I was a 14-year-old boy. Valen, if you leave it alone, it'll go away. Stop poking it. Stop poking it.
Hand to it. Hand to it.
We sure to, and we touch it.
Don't touch. No touching. No, don't touch it.
Hand to my ego. Hand to it. Hand to it.
If you keep touching it, it'll explode everywhere. It'll be horrible.
Poke it.
Stop poking it. Stop. But you should know better, H. You should know better. Good lord.
The horror.
Oh, God. That's a great That is a great combination. Oh my God. Look, thank you very much for the 404.
subscribed. Missed kind.
What is going on?
Connected.
Yeah, you subscribed. Missed kind.
Daha
Yeah,
gifting
you
out 5 subs.
subscribed. Missed kind.
Daha gifting out 5 subs,
Yeah,
and then
you
Euro Papa giving out
subscribed.
20.
Missed kind. Yeah, you subscribed.
Why are you in level
Missed
7?
kind.
Carriage.
Where did all the other levels go?
Panda
What
to
is
my
this?
ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Look at me, I'm gonna go touch the butt.
Stop touching it. Don't touch the butt. Don't touch it. Don't touch the butt.
Yeah, you
What is
subscribed.
going on?
Missed kind.
Friends, we've already had a
Panda
hype
to my
train
ego.
today.
Panda to it. Panda to it.
It's Choo Choo the fuck out of
You
here.
must touch it.
You don't touch it. Don't look, friends. If you keep touching the train, it might explode and go everywhere. All right, you get train goo everywhere. The big pink train, you saw it earlier, choo-chooing into the tunnel. Very tight tunnel. Very, very tight tunnel. Tight squeeze that tunnel. All right.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
We like train goo.
You don't. Nobody likes train goo. Nobody likes train goo, especially when it hits the back of the. I mean, what? What? We don't like to get covered in train goo. Like a bukkake wet dream. Come on now. What is happening? What is going on?
Panda to
Oh.
my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Chat version. We do treat hype trains like an impromptu erections, and like we're a hormone-riddled teenager, we stroke it, grab it and tug it ferociously. We
How
keep
dare
it
you.
going till it explodes all over Villan till he's soaked and happy.
I'm not going to lie to you, Astra. That's kind of like you just described my teenage years. that was a little unnerving, actually. You just described my teenage Valen Vane very, very accurately.
Panda to my ego.
Very
Panda to it.
accurately.
Panda to it.
We tug it like a Newark screaming at an audience.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No one's going to get the reference,
Panda to my
Rach.
ego.
No one's going to get the
Panda to it.
reference.
Panda to it.
You deserve warm water.
Thank you, Gem. I'm going to snooze these ads as well because you people are far too fucking kind. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm glad that I deserve warm water. That's very kind. I snoozed the ads. Why are they now playing? Well, that's annoying. Well, that to all you people that are not subscribed, I can't even do that. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'll wait till the end of the ads and then I'll say shit. Cold showers will dampen Valen's great power. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You subscribed.
Midgarder!
Missed kind.
Thank you very much for giving that sub to the community. Hype Train Smolder. Well, hello there, you cheeky devils. Look at you. Blaze Winterborn coming in here. Distracting people from it. I like it. I like it. If more people gaze upon my delightful visage, then less people are going to be paying attention to poking and stroking, right? Right? What are you like? What are you like? Scandalous individuals. Coming over here, getting everyone all excited with the strokings and the pokings and the poking it, thumbing it into a cheeky little tunnel. Stop it.
Missed kind.
Stop it.
Sleepy Lurky, Trainee Slurpy Valenv Hug Valenvth.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Pixie Cat, thank you very much for 200 little pound rings. What do you like? Good lord.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
Paddy as well with 100. Thank you very much. Just getting it all off my face. Oh, good lord. It's like a little facial mask, isn't it? Oh my giddy aunt. What the actual fuck is going on? Oh. Right. I'm going to start writing these names on here. Daha with the 5 gifted
Panda
subs.
to my ego. Panda to it. Panda to it.
I think your train needs to be horned into the tunnel.
Look. Listen here, you. We don't have little shoehorns for the pin. Bear!
Kind.
8th carriage.
What?
Yeah, you subscribed. Missed
Bear
kind.
gifting out 5 gifted subs, and then Europapa gifting out another
Yeah,
10?
Subscribed.
Another 10?
Kind.
What is going on? Europapa, you've already
Yeah,
smashed the donation goal.
Missed kind.
What the fuck is happening? What
Yeah,
is
you
going on?
subscribed. Missed kind. Yeah, you subscribed.
What are you doing? What is
Missed
this?
kind.
It's a bloody Monday. It's a bloody
Yeah,
Monday.
you subscribed. Missed kind.
Astra coming in with the 10
Yeah,
months.
you subscribed. Missed kind.
Save some for Vanemus
Yeah,
in
you
December. Yeah.
subscribed.
Yeah,
Missed
save some. What?
kind.
Huh? My birthday was last month, friends.
Yeah, you
What the fuck?
subscribed. Missed kind.
It's a good bloody Monday. It's a bloody Monday. It is a
Yeah,
very
you
good bloody Monday. I've been
subscribed.
spoiled rotten.
Missed kind. Yeah,
9
you
carriage.
subscribed.
9.
Missed
Look how many
kind.
bloody trolls we've got on the carriage. 9
What can we
carriages.
do? One
Yeah,
in this
you
dark tunnel.
subscribed.
Choo-choo.
Missed kind.
What the fuck? What's
Yeah,
the
you
actual
subscribed.
ever-living fuck?
Missed kind.
Rach. Pixie Cat Games coming in with a 14 months. Rach, thank you very much for giving a sub to Sore Wrist. I'm going to have a fucking sore wrist after writing these all down. I'm not going to be able to do it now. I'm like 30 fucking people behind. Good lord, what the fuck? What is
Yeah,
happening?
You subscribed. Missed kind.
Max wanted to give us sub to Sticky Facials. What? Oh my fucking god. Level 9, friends. What the fuck? Like, really, what the fuck? Thank you. Now stop poking it. All right, we're done now. We hit level 9. We hit level 6. Now we've hit level 9.
Yeah, you
What?
subscribed. Missed kind.
Come on me, bro. Come on me, bro. I mean, at me. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. But that's only a 9-incher. I'm not sure I can take more. I've got a limited capacity. You know? My love tunnel can only take so much pink train. Okay? Fucking hell, Valor.
Panda to Mago. Panda to it.
Oh,
Panda to
shit.
it.
Bloody Monday poke poke poke.
It's a bloody Monday, Millen. All right, that's... Oh my god, Lunacorn, that's amazing. That is amazing. Is it an ass? Is it a bulbous pink head? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure what's going on there. Friends, I will inscribe all of your names upon the Mirror of Vane, but I'm not going to do it now because I will get a sore wrist, and not for the good reasons. By having your names upon the Mirror of Vane, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, harra, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. And if you have been gifted a sub from one of these wonderful fucking people tonight, if you've been gifted a sub and you are not lurking, please, 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 please say a massive thank you to them. That is so fucking kind of you. It's a bloody Monday, friends. It's a bloody fucking Monday. It's a bloody Monday.
Yeah,
What?
you subscribed. Missed kind.
Lauren. You do the mirror thing every day now? I'm so glad to hear that. Like I said, it started as a gimmick and then has just continued on from that. Thank you very much, Lauren, for gifting a sub to Bloody Monday. I don't even fucking know. I don't even know what is going on here. And Jam Jar has redeemed a vanity promo. God damn it. I'm gonna have to tell you about something that's completely fucking free because I can't deal. God, just
Yeah,
you little
you
shits.
Subscribed. Missed kind.
How did they get away with that one, Jam? How the fuck did they get away with that one? Jam Jar Brain gifted a sub to Gobbler of Cock. How the fuck did they get that one past Twitch? Jesus Christ, that's amazing. I don't interview him using names I find. How the fuck did they manage that one? That one's impressive. Gobbler, I thought Cock would have been out. but apparently not. Apparently not. Valen channeling his inner Victor Meldrew. I don't believe it. Jesus Christ, that's a reference and a half. Blaze Winterborn. That's a reference and a half. Shit. What can I talk about that doesn't fucking cost anything? Friends, we have a VODs channel. If you have missed the chaos firsthand, that's something that you can go and check out. If you would like to subscribe to our VODs and Vanity YouTube channel, that would be wonderful. We are very slowly but surely making our way towards monetization. I think we've got like half of the hours that needed, and I'm about 700 subscribers off getting monetization. So we're steadily but surely making our way towards there. But if you like the kind of inane bullshit that I produce, and you're not always able to catch me live, or you have other streamers you would like to check out while you're doing that stuff, then you can check me out on the VODs and Vanity. Oh no, the other one, Jamja, the other one. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. The VODs and Vanity YouTube channel, which is the link that I've just thrown out there. Jamjar threw out my other YouTube channel, but we're not talking about that one at the moment. We're talking about the other one. Friends, if you have got Hype Train emotes, could you please throw them out now? Say a massive thank you to all those people that subbed, the gifted subs, that threw all those cheeky little bitties out there. That is so fucking kind. And again, a massive thank you to Europapa for smashing the donation goal as well. All in one, out of fucking nowhere. What? You can all fuck yourselves. No, Sam, man, that's the other YouTube channel. I got too many YouTube channels. That's the Questionable Game Emporium. That's where we do the naughty stuff. The naughty things. You need that boiler? I do, but Friends, Friends, I've always been one of those people, as many of you probably know. I've always been one of those people that just deals with things myself. Deal with things myself. There's an issue, I'll deal with it. Find a way to deal with it, I'll deal with it. That's the way I deal with stuff. I deal with it. To be in a position where thank you very much for gigantifying the emotes. Thank you very much to the ESPs, friends. Got our emotional support plunger right here. Fucking hell, my brain is just gone. To actually be in a position where I'm like, hey friends, could you help? Is a weird position for me. And I've been over the past 7 years, I have been in this position several times with my computer breaking down, with cameras breaking, with things breaking. And because with Twitch, it's very much, there's no stability in Twitch. There have been several times where I've had to be like, I need help and I need to ask people for it. And it's weird every time. I don't get used to it. I never fucking get used to it. But I am extremely humbled and extremely grateful for the continued support that you all give me. I just... you little shits! I need a stiff drink after this shit. God damn it. God damn it. This gimmick will never die and it warms my heart every time. It's still here. Still here. The emotional support plunger to suck out my emotions. You know? But I thought you liked weird positions. I fucking do. That's that B Nation. I fucking do. Oh! Oh! I'm like a fucking pretzel. Why am I like this? Another thing, how you doing, you beautiful bean? Hi, yes, it is weird. I've also struggled with it. It's also amazing to have found friends who do help. Wild. I know. Do you know what the thing is? That's again, friends. This is probably the closest I get to imposter syndrome. Because it's not that. Actually, no, it's not imposter syndrome. Because it's not that I don't feel like I deserve it. I deserve support and respect and love as much as anybody does. But I will be the first person to give it to other people, and I will never ask for it. You know? It's not something that I do. I'm like it was a tough realization when I realized that my boiler was breaking to a point where I needed a new boiler, and there was no way that I could fix it by myself. And I was like, shit, how do I do it? Is there any way I could, I don't know, maybe take a part-time job or do bits and pieces? And I looked at loads and loads of options, and then I was like, I could do like donation goals, but if I do donation goals, then I need to make sure there's going to be rewards for it, and we're going to do it in small increments so that I can make sure that there are enough rewards to warrant the money that people are very kindly spending. You know, just like I need to make sure that you're all getting your money's worth. Do you know what I mean? I need to make sure that whatever money you're giving to me, you are fucking getting your money's worth. Because put this down. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Just thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. God damn it. Go on, emotions. Back down, you little shits. Back down. Ugh. Right. I'm gonna try and do things. I can function as a human being. Val wishes to convey the love and the kindness to Chad. Thank you all. Ignore his silly arguments and do not touch things. God damn it, Jamja! How dare you call out my actual thoughts? Oh God, what are you doing? Current poll, why are you here? Brat vibes, solid call. Content, not content, Valen. Content. Community, all of the above. Potato. Potato is a solid call. Spud? When is Spud not the reason for anything, you know? Covered in? No, that's why we swallow. Oh, yes. Tickles the old back of the throat. Love that. Love that. God damn it. God damn it. I cannot comment on how I am able to describe that so accurately. Astra, you fucking hit the nail on the head there. That's a reference from another time, friends. It's a reference from another time. I know you said Ewok, but I imagined R2-D2 scream. Oh no, Miss Ghouls. There was a very specific cabaret performance that I saw on Saturday night at Rach's cabaret, where the finale, the grand finale, was a performer dressed as an Ewok doing a burlesque dance. And it was very aggressive. It was very aggressive. Very sultry and aggressive. You need more money. I know you're a papa, but telling me what I fucking God damn it, you're so fucking kind. I don't fucking even. Cold showers will dampen the Greyhound's powers. Yes, I do enjoy having heating. That's good. Can't subs. I watch the ads. At least I can do. Greeto. Honestly, never. There is never ever an expectation. Never an expectation. And I appreciate you watching the ads, because the ads do help. The ads do help. I get like about $40 a month from people watching adverts, and I know how fucking annoying the adverts can be, so I am extremely grateful that people choose to do that, you know, and continue to persevere through that sheer frustration in order to support me. It means the fucking world. It means the fucking world. Love trying to guess what you are saying when the ads are playing. There is... Oh, shit. Should I say that? How am I going to phrase it? 'Cause Okay, friends, this is the way I'm gonna phrase it. Okay, because it's a delicate situation. If you are, I know. Here we go. This is good. This is good. Well done, Valen. Okay, friends. I know that. No worries, Semba. Thank you so much, you beautiful being. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I really hope that things stay cool enough to sleep 100%. It's a lot cooler here in the UK at the moment, so you know. Do we bring back what is Van wearing today, or a new bit for ad time? Oh, that would be interesting. We could do something. But yeah, I know that when a person is not able to subscribe, there is no judgment there by any stretch of imagination. We all come from different walks of life, and we all have different like financial circumstances, you know. There are an awful lot of creators on Twitch that I would love to subscribe to, but I can't. And you know, it's just the way things are. I also know that during those adverts, some of the adverts are things that I don't gel with. You know, things that are a bit like a game for like Valorant, for example. An advert for Valorant that I've seen a dozen times. I'm never going to play Valorant. Valorant is not my kind of game. And as a result, I don't like to watch those adverts, you know. I'll watch the other adverts because I support streamers. Actually, no, that's a lie. All of the adverts count towards streamers anyway. But in those ones, I'm like, I'll mute the tab. You know what I mean? I'll mute the tab while the advert runs, because I don't want to deal with it. Or I'll mute the advert because I don't want to have to hear the same Valorant advert a million times over. However, in those circumstances, if I want to like mute the stream because I don't want to hear the garishness of a certain advert, as I know not all adverts are like suitable for everybody, okay? But I still want to keep an eye on the chat. I still want to keep an eye on the actual like stream itself to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything. There's a thing that you can do where you can pop out the stream. It's a function that Twitch provides where you can hover over the stream. So say say this entire section became advert, and the whole screen like zoomed small up into just above the actual thing. Yeah, you can pop out that stream and still turn the volume down on the advert, so you can keep an eye on it. Now, it's also something that I am aware of, a feature that Twitch have provided, which is if you pop out the stream when it, you know, when it minimizes and it becomes really, really small. If you pop out that stream, a feature that Twitch has provided is that they have a volume control on that pop out. Choose to do with that information as you wish. Anyway, swiftly moving on. Oh, really? That's interesting. That's interesting. Temba. Yeah. But these are all features that Twitch have actively provided for people. And so I'm never going to turn around to people and say you shouldn't watch the adverts, because the adverts do help out. And obviously the advertising revenue goes towards not only me, but also goes towards Twitch and other streamers, etc., etc. But I am saying that there are features that Twitch have provided in order to make sure that if there are ever adverts that you are particularly adverse to, adverts that you really struggle with,
Stalker.
then like ones that are potentially a triggering subject for you or something like that, then there are ways to like minimize the tab whilst also having the stream popped out, so you know when you to tune back into the stream itself. Yeah you know, on your way to resting. Yes, Semba will be in the process of closing down the system. Yeah I'm gone now. Poof. I love disappearing in a poof. The poll ended. Why are you here? 48% of you said brat vibes. 22% of you said all of the above. 22% said community. 7% said potato. And not a single one of you, not a single one of you said content. I am shooketh, friends. Shooketh. How dare you? Also, thank you so much for the follow, you beautiful being. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but you are still very, very welcome here. I also love your name. It's a great name. That's a good name. I like it. I like it. Oh, my lordy. Right, let me catch up a wee bit. So the goblins just accumulate in the corner. Yeah, so every single time, I think it only goes up to level 10, Miss Ghouls, because that was as many goblins as I could fit in. And I never expected Hype Train to go over level 10. Why would it go over level 10? That's a preposterous amount of fucking, like, kindness from people, you know? So every single time that there is a new... I think it starts at number 2, because obviously number 1 is the train going into the tunnel. And then number 2... number 2 is one goblin, and then the second goblin, and every time an extra carriage is added, another goblin arrives. Another little troll. Also, know me, I'll probably do double the chaos on that day too, because it's me. Yeah, I know what you people are like. Don't even remember following you. Then even getting a gift up. Ah, Paddy. You're very welcome here, friend. You're very welcome. We always have love friends. Love coming in, you know what I mean? Going to need a new marker by the end of it. So much kindness. You deserve it all. Bably, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, beautiful beings. Too fucking kind to me, you people. Too bloody kind to me. Music Man, how you doing? My face hurts from smiling so much. You. See, Viking, thank you very much for thanking Bear there. I really appreciate it. I'm not sorry, and I'd do it again. Mike's Wattage also. I've seen you've gigantified a couple of emotes there. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You do the mirror thing every day, Meat Nation? Yeah, it started off as a gimmick. I used to say it because I've got certain things with me doing like lots of cabaret and stuff like that. There's certain things that I will say that are like my own little gimmicky bits and pieces that I'll say on stage. And I started saying that one because I'd said it on stage so many times. I started saying that one to like just on stage. It was like a catchphrase on stage, and then I started saying it in front of the mirror when I was started doing the subscriptions on the mirror thing. And then people from the community were like, this really helps me. This really helps me. Every day I say it in front of the mirror, and even if I don't believe it, it makes me smile because it reminds me of the chaos of the stream, the community, like stuff going on here. It reminds them of this little corner of the internet, and that makes them smile, and I'm fucking humbled by that. Absolutely humbled by that. And fuck it, if it helps you, that's great. We've actually got a sticker in the merch store that literally says, it's a picture of a mirror on a holographic background that says, God, do I look rough, but goddamn, do I make rough look good. Because some people like to... I've known a lot of people that have bought that sticker or been gifted that sticker as well, and stuck it on their own mirror so that they can look in the mirror and see that and be like, God, do I look rough? But goddamn, do I make rough look good? You know? You know? Should be a blinking money rather than a bloody Monday. It's a bloody Monday. No, it's a bloody Monday. All about the word bloody. Not literal. The metaphorical word bloody. Van, I believe, is in a Victor Meldrew. Yeah. They eat a lot of chicken. Yeah, they must do. They must do. YouTube goes up there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jam Jar. My bloody mod's always supporting me. My own almost ended bloody, like Scar said in The Lion King. I'm surrounded by idiots. I feel that in my soul sometimes. Not in this community, but most of the places I go. Most of the places I go. Right, I'm catching up. It's a gimmick that would never die and was high. Yeah, the ESB. So basically, when Valent stuff breaks, Chags enjoys breaking Valent to fix it. That is exactly what happens. Shade. Deserve, you are far too kind, Lauren. But say that is exactly what fucking happens. Valent's stuff breaks and chat enjoys breaking Valent to fix it. That is exactly what fucking happens. Every time. You little fucks. The lot of you little fucks. God damn it. God damn it. say about supporting you, but you also giving us a space. Yeah, well, no, actually, do you know what? No, Lauren, I've just turned up. You people have made this space what it is. All right, and that's not undervaluing what I am doing. I am a happy-go-lucky scamp of an individual, very supportive, very educational, very welcoming and open. But at the same time, what makes this community is the community. I'm just the fucking face. I'm the figurehead. I'm just the dude on the poster. All right? But the community is what makes the community good. I will absolutely sing my own praises to the fucking 9 heavens. But I will not take credit where it's not due. You know? Just being around telling friends to come join the chaos privately open forums and watching various Valens related YouTube videos helps Valen too. Yeah, it does. It does. That is all very, very true. Yeah. The free ways that you can support any streamer, not just me, is interacting with our social media posts, watching videos on YouTube if they're YouTubers. Yeah, just following us. Those are like the ways that I like to support people, because I don't have copious amounts. I'd love to have copious amounts of spare cash to give to other streamers and stuff, but I don't have that. So I'm like, right, I'm going to interact with your stuff on Blue Sky. I'm going to interact with your stuff on Threads. I'm going to fucking sing your praises, add stuff to, you know, reels and shit like that, you know? Absolutely. Absolutely. I've had a stressful day for most of the hard rejections from paper stuffs. Did get a bit isolated, but I'm working through it. I'm glad you're working through it. How when one has to be so self-reliant to reach out and dare to withstand it. Yes. Yeah. I get that. I've got I'm very, very lucky in not only in this scenario, but I've also been brought up with a very, very supportive background. But even within that supportive background, I've just been a bit of a loner. I like to deal with things myself. That's just the way I am. It's got nothing to do with lack of support or anything like that, or being used to it. I'm very used to having a very supportive environment, but I just like to deal with things myself. But as a result of having dealing with things myself, I feel odd when I need help. It's not even like asking for help. Asking for help is like the next bit of it, but it's like when I need help, I'm like, oh, this is weird. You know? Who's going to help me set up Valen Go Fuck Me? Valen's Go Fuck Me? Sorry, I mean, Go Fund Me. Sorry, I mean, Go Fund Me page to get a new wallet. It's all right. That's what we're doing, B Nation, with the donations. The donations that come through to us. This way I can reward people. Do you know what I mean? It's like for example, we're going to do now that donation goal has been fucking annihilated, we're going to do another reward stream. Which is going to have to be, I can't do it next Thursday. So we'll have to do it on Thursday the 4th. We'll pencil in Thursday the 4th of September. But I wouldn't mind doing it like during the day to make it a longer stream. If we're going to do Stardew Valley, we should probably do a lot of Stardew Valley. Or maybe I'll just start it a little bit earlier. So we've got plenty of time for people to get in and stuff. Yeah, that sounds like a much better idea. So instead of starting at 7 p.m, we could start at like 5? Then we can play Stardew Valley for a good while. For a good while. There's more giggle content at 0%. Yeah, that made I was thoroughly offended. Thoroughly offended by that. Oh, I am wounded myself. Wait, did I nail Val? What? That sounds wrong. I mean, take it how you want it, baby. Sounds fun and fucky. And what was the cabaret production? Wondering if one can find a video evidence. There will be video evidence because Rach is a videographer and she was the one that organized it all. And I also have video evidence myself, which I'll be sending to Rach more than anything. But it was for the Fever Festival, and it was Fever Burlesque. Instagram, where are you? Shit. Fever. Here we go. Now I can give you the direct link to the Fever Burlesque Instagram. So you can go check out all of their stories and stuff and see all that was going on. All the bits and pieces. All the stuff and the things. There you go. All about sharing, caring. Get love and your community you deserve. Oh my god, Zembar. I know you're not even here at the moment, Zembar, but still. I love that you were working with Quinky. Love the creators band. Yes, yeah. Mr. Pierre reached out to me, Lauren, a while back and was like, hey, would you be like... Well, I already had the intention of getting involved with Quinky. I already had the intention of being like, right, I want to be a VIP creator with this platform because I think it's good. Really, I love what they're doing with it. And this community, very much, one of the donation goals we had before my boiler broke was paying for the VIP package as part of the community. So I joined as a VIP Quinky creator, and I am in the Discord, and I am keeping an eye on all the stuff that's going on, and I'm in the VIP section as well, so I get to like have good communication with what is on the down low, what's happening. I have some ideas that I'd like to put forward to them about how they can expand, but I know that they kind of need to get the platform off the ground first before I just start throwing new ideas at them, because I'm sure that they've got a million things going on, and I don't want to compound them with more and more shite. Do you know what I mean? I've got my list. I know exactly what I would like to see from Quinky in regards to how it will help me, and very specifically how it'll help like event organizers and shit like that, if they can work with Quinky the way that they are doing. Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting times. I just wish it was a little bit faster, but it's a slow process starting up a giant e-commerce / content creation platform. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot more than I thought there was, and I knew quite a lot about it anyway, you know. Yeah, now muting the tab is never wrong. No, muting the tab is not wrong. Definitely love the little stream pop out. Yeah, definitely helped me out many times. Knew about the pop out, but never the volume. We'll check next time. Yeah, if you just hover over it, Grito, it should just pop up. There's a little volume fixer on the pop out. Completely unrelated question: have you cut your hair recently? Is it? But it's just all it's all tucked up. It's all tucked up. My hair's been annoying the fuck out of me, Authenticator, because with the heat wave we've been having in the UK, what ends up happening, and this is a new thing for me. I've not had it before. Or not that I remember having it before, but when I've had my hair down and it sort of like hits the back of my neck or what have you, I'll get a sweaty neck, and then some of my curls will get a little bit sweaty, and I don't like that. So at the moment, the reason why you've probably all seen me tie my hair up quite a lot is just to get it out my fucking way, get it up and out so that I can get as much air as possible to as much skin as possible. But yeah, that's the reason why my hair's up at the moment, you know. Yeah, now still like playing what the muck is Van saying now. That's fair. What the fuck is Van saying now? 100% for sure. Needs to go to sleep now. No worries, Babble, you take it easy. Ooh, that sounds like an exciting time. Hoof is so flamboyant. Love it. I would love to make a smoke bomb. There's no smoke, all just full and glamour without the choking on smoke things. Yeah, if it was like I don't know, what do they call it? You know, not the dry ice stuff, the stuff that just is easily breathable. Smoke machine shit, you know. Andy Sapien, how you doing, you beautiful bean? Excuse me. So I'm all alone with it. Yeah. Didn't vote. Oh my god, excuse me. I didn't vote, but I would have said content. Only because it's a Tuesday here and payday, and your stream saves me from a bloody news at 6 a.m. Aww, I'll take that. I'll fucking take that. I'm glad that we can provide you with something more entertaining than the shit that's going on in the world. Oh my god, Midgarder. We'll down the train all the way up to 11 before. Yeah, I think our limit is like 14. But that's something that people do on Vanemas and no other time. No other time. Speaking of which, I've just realized. I'm going to need my diary open. And I need to just quickly check something. Because I've got a feeling, friends, chums, happy-go-lucky scamps, I've got a feeling that we've got a very specific celebration next month. We do. We do. Oh, it's a Monday as well. Oh, that's going to be a busy fucking week. All right. That's going to get messy. 29th of September, friends. Ninth of September is my 7-year streamiversary. Seven years. Can I have pie? Pie? Pie. 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 Let me add that to our little schedule shenanigans. Sep 29th. Streamiversary party. Get messy. 7 years. Fucking hell. That's wild, isn't it? This community is with love fucking insane. I'm so happy to be a part of it. It definitely is true. That is very, very true. I'm here for bratty reasons. I think most people are, to be honest with you. 48% of you are here for bratty reasons. For ages, I used to say in general chat on Discord every morning till I didn't have the spoons to do it. It was no longer fun. Nah, I get that. I get that. I can completely understand that. 100%. Back it's bin day. Had to fill it up before the hubs went away. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Eventually, I'll buy the sticker maybe for my birthday. Ooh, that'd be good. But we could just gift it to you for your birthday, Authentica. Sure, we can sort something like that. For sure. How the sticker is on my cup, not my mirror. That's all right, Alexander Griffin. I know full well as you walk around the house with that cup, you look into every mirror and say it, right? Kazamoose, yeah, beautiful being. Thank you very much for the 15 little panderings. I missed that. I missed that, but I caught it just then. Hey, Van, hope you're well. Just come back from For the Love of Fantasy Con, where I met lots of cast from Supernatural. Also got a photo with Ian McKellen and Elijah Wood. Had the best weekend away and so needed it. Oh, Kazamoose, I am so fucking glad to hear that, friend. I am so fucking glad to hear that. What an amazing time. And I'm glad that you had such a good time with it. And got some good memories from it as well, by the sounds of things. Interesting. Did you also take part in it? No, not this cabaret, Northing. Not this cabaret. This one I was literally going to support Rach. So I've got quite a few cabarets coming up in September and October. But yeah, that wasn't one I was part of. That was one I was just visiting with. And actually this coming weekend as well is like a burlesque festival in my hometown called Highway to Hull. And I'm probably going to be going to at least the shows of that. If I can vlog it, I'll vlog it. And you can all see it. You can all see it, you know. There'll be a highlight video I'll put out in a couple of weeks, but currently marketing the next show. Yes, Burlesque Bonanza. Burlesque Bonanza, which I'm sure we'll talk about at some stage. For no particular reason. That's so cool. I thought about it. Yeah. Just found out recently one of my friends is involved with Quinky as well. No way, really? That's amazing. That's really fucking cool. It's a good thing to be involved in. It's a good thing to be involved in, for sure. I'm looking forward to safe places to buy products and not cheap, but possibly harmful knockoffs. Yeah, for sure. Also have big ambitions with creator communities. Sometimes you got to remember to pace yourself, so you pace others as well too. Yeah, for sure. Oh God, nothing. I'm the worst at it as well. I'm the worst at pacing myself. ever. I'm like, right, dream, go big or go home. And sometimes you can't do that. You got to start small. And I hate it. I fucking hate it. Hate it so much. Dopamine. I need that fucking sexy dopamine. You know what I mean? That's why I gave myself a severe undercut. Can't stand it on the back of my neck. Yeah, I get that completely and utterly. You're not the only one. I know a few people have like done the shaved sides and stuff just because they need they want that airflow. You know? Kazamoose, come here, Cheeky Devil. What do you like claiming Cheeky Kisses, you beautiful bean, you? You beautiful bean. I'm so glad you had such a good weekend. So glad. Period of losing a lot of hair after a long-term stress. And so I would like to cut my hair shorter, but I'm scared it ain't going to grow back later, especially because I'm being beginning of testosterone. Okay, yeah. I can understand that. I can understand that is something you got to weigh up in your own mind and stuff. For sure. Maybe there's like certain styles that you could... If you speak to a hairdresser and all thing, you might end up in a situation where you can speak to them about like certain styles that would complement it as you're going through the process, you know? I was looking forward to buying things made by my friend. Give him support. Yes. Love this. I am tepid to get a jack potato because Spudman is here in Liverpool. Oh, I've heard that Spudman is absolutely hilarious, but wasn't there some controversy around it about somebody leaving or something like that? I don't know anything about it. I literally, who was I with? I was with somebody and we saw a jacket potato stand and they were like, oh my god, I wonder if it's Spudman. And I was like, who the fuck is Spudman? They were like, oh, they're big on TikTok. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then they said there was some kind of controversy or something like that with like the people that owned it arguing together or something like that. I don't fucking know. I stay away from that shit. Popeye Gatewood, how you doing? How's it going? Not for creepy purposes of planning to make stream times. What time zone are you in? I am in currently BST, which is British summertime. We also go into GMT in the winter, which is Greenwich Mean Time. But yeah, BST, which is why when I do announce stuff, like tomorrow we'll be streaming at 1 p.m. BST. And Mondays is 7 p.m. BST. In fact, you can also, the other thing you can do, Popeye Gatewood, is if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see my name. If you click on my name, like it should pop up with like my schedule, and that should be able to tell you in your local time zone when my streams are in relation to you. September 29th is also your birthday. Huzzah! Oh my god. Did I start streaming on your birthday, Max Wattage? That's amazing. Love this. I look into that and thank you very much. My stress is chronic and due from a lot of my disability, chronic illness, and struggling to get enough support. So I feel you. I feel that. Well, actually, I don't feel that. I don't know what that is going to ever be like, but I sympathize. I am unable to empathize, but I absolutely sympathize. Or is it the other way around? Am I unable to sympathize, but I absolutely empathize? I always get confused with those two. Whichever way it is. Yeah, you know what I mean. Gonna have to EPs. No worries, Lauren. You sleep away, you beautiful individual. Appreciate you, you gem. You gem of a human being, you. And now does streams about 1 p.m. BST. Yes, thank you very much, Eris, for answering that. Appreciate that. Are you down my way in September, Val? Yeah. I want to say yes. Yes, 4th of September is the Star Spangled Cabaret. And I have been announced for that now, so I can announce it to you as well. 4th of September, I'll be hosting the Star Spangled Cabaret. Yos. Which is in Sheffield, for those people that were wondering. Right. We'll post my thing of it. Yes, yeah, please do, Kazmo. Stick it in the Discord. That'd be fucking amazing. I really appreciate that. I'm not scared of bowling at the same time. Greg's from Steven Universe, honestly, is a vision. I'm just afraid that the hair just won't grow long. But true, I should ask it. That is something that happens to a lot of people with male pattern baldness. And that isn't just like stuck to cisgender men. There's an awful lot of people of all genders that have that genetics in them. Too much DHT, too much dihydrotestosterone. I was one of them. I was one of them. I got hair implants like fucking 8 years ago or something like that now. So I'm very much one of those people. It's your birthday too, Bear? No way. No fucking way. You're as old as the metric system in Canada. I love that. I love that little tidbit. You know. Well, a fantastic weekend. My twins' 7-year birthday. Did their first D&D session, Minecraft themed. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's so fucking cool, Pop Agaward. That's really, really fucking cool. I love that. I love that. I know what you mean. I can always confuse empathy and sympathy. Yeah. I can't remember which one is the appropriate one. That rules patients really get into their children involved. Yes, yes, exactly. 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 Always wanted to go to a birth show, but never any near me. Or if they're they're hard to get to as I don't drive until midweek. Yeah. Yeah, they tend to be like, the thing is, the vast majority of the world works Monday to Friday, don't they? So everyone puts their events on like a Friday, Saturday or Sunday. And it's like, that makes it really awkward for people that struggle with doing things on weekends, you know? So I get that. I get that. Right, friends, that, my friends, is where we're going to leave it today. That's where we're going to leave it today, you cheeky little devils. After nearly 4 hours. Good lord, you cheeky little devils. What you like? What you like? But before we go anywhere, friends, could you do me a massive... We are going to go raid somebody because we always go raid somebody. Or always go throw some love at another delightful individual because I like to spread the love around. I like to spread it around, you cheeky little devils. But... before we go anywhere, could you do me a massive favor and throw out some mod loves in the channel? Say a massive thank you to all those moderators. Those beautiful, beautiful mods that they are. We appreciate them so fucking much. Thank you so much, mods, for all that you do. Everything you do in and out of stream. Everything you do for me behind the scenes. And all the stuff you do for me. This wonderful, wonderful community. I really fucking appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Let me have a look at who we can go throw you over to. If you could stick around for the raid, even if it's on like 5-10 minutes, I would really, really appreciate it. Just to go throw some love at another delightful bean. Or we could go see you. Let's have a wonderful time. Oh, do you amazing mate streams? Yeah, my mods are absolutely fantastic. And you know what? If you're a mod in somebody else's stream, we appreciate you too. We appreciate you too. Honestly, our streams, our entire careers, if we're doing it professionally, literally couldn't work without you. So I am extremely thankful to you for that. How long has this person been streaming? Oh, they're going to finish soon, so we won't go raid them. Oh, we'll go raid this person. This person's an absolute gem that we haven't raided in a while. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go raid this wonderful bean. Friends, if you are a subscriber, please copy and paste the first raid message. If you're not a subscriber, please copy and paste the second raid message. That's the first Bot of Vane raid message for subscribers. The second Bot of Vane raid message for non-subscribers. Let me spell their name right. Friends, we're going to go raid Pink Umbrella. We're going to go raid Pink Umbrella. Pink Umbrella is a wonderful, wonderful bean. They play a large variety of different games, and they're just genuinely a fucking gem. Let me give them a shout out as well. Friends, if you're not in the raid up here, please, 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 please click on the link that I have just thrown out there so we can all go throw some love over to Pink Umbrella. Look at them. Look at the joyous gem that they are. Good lord. They're playing some Nancy Drew. Love a gem. Yeah, 100%. They're so fucking very wholesome community, very fun community, and yeah, just a really, really nice person. Hilariously, I think they've just gone to go answer the door or something like that, so that's even better. We're gonna raid in and they're gonna come back and be like, what the fuck is going on? Friends, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for the raids, the subs, the gift subs, all the cheeky little bitties. Thanks so much for the donations. Thanks so much for the follows. Thank you so much for all those people enjoying the conversation and joining in on the conversation. Thank you so much for all those lurkers that are hanging out in the background and giving me your wonderful support and your attention. And thank you so much for all you beautiful people that are watching the VODs on the VODs and Vanity channel. I appreciate you so fucking much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate you. Let's go throw some love at Pink Umbrella. Friends, I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. BST. That's 1 p.m. British time for more Date Everything. And don't forget, we've got an extra stream on Thursday where we're going to be doing some Bob Ross. Until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do, because if I wouldn't do it, I'll fucking kill you. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.